Hey guys, we want to apologize. We had a brownout here and it just came on. So, man, I tell you, we got lucky. Welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders Happy. I'm Calvin.
I'm John. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, we're cut on the air. Oh, the air is on. Okay.
We're in Calvin's new house, and look at this. I don't even look like a sheep.
Yeah, we're inside now, guys. We got. I hope y'all can see me. Give us a thumbs up if we're coming in good. No, don't cut that on. We're okay. I want to say hello to the NTZ crew. Thank y'all for being patient.
Yes.
And thank y'all for everything that y'all do to keep this a safe and respectable live stream. Hey, Roger, I see Roger and Imp Esmeralda on here.
I saw him yesterday.
Oh, you did? Yeah, they put a post up. They were in the, where were they? In the city mall. Is that what you saw?
I saw them outside their house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got the.
Yeah, I live right across from
you live across the street from them now, John.
I'll tell you what, Esmeralda looks better in person than she did on the panel.
Yeah, well.
She's a good-looking woman.
What it be your life says tonight? Got to leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Mm-hmm. That's right. Come on and groove. Let the madness in the music get to you. What's going on, Jason Flint? What you got first up on your list, John?
Let me get her out here.
On my video yesterday, I was telling y'all about the Beatles, and they had to find out, like a lot of y'all are going to find out, that the Philippines is not like everywhere else. You know, the Beatles in 1966, they came here to do a concert. They were bigger than God then, John. And in the little fine print, they were supposed to visit the palace and sing Imelda Marcos. Well, the Beatles wasn't going for it. They said, we don't care. We're not going to see her. And boy, did they learn a lesson. Philippines don't play that stuff. You might get away with that in America and Germany and Britain, but man, the Philippines took that personally. They got whooped, man, over here. They got beat. It could have been worse. They got secured. Their security detail was withdrawn. Their special limousine to take them to the airport was withdrawn. When they got to the airport, the porters wouldn't handle their bags.
So what did they have to do? Ride pedicabs?
Yeah, they had to handle their own bags. They shut off the escalator, and then a mob of 30 policemen and detail people whooped up on them. But yeah, I see Cliff and Rue on here. Now, we got the internet right, Jason, but we had a brownout. I mean, what can you do about that? Yeah, we're a little late because of the brownout, guys.
Now, on this internet stuff, in my apartment, it took me 3 months to finally get Wi-Fi in my apartment. So I learned from that. I went down over a week ago to have my Wi-Fi because I am moved now into Calvin's old place, and it's very nice. But I went to Lowe's and I said, hey, I want to get my Wi-Fi transferred from this apartment up to the house. No problem. 4 to 7 days. Well, of course, 7 days later, I went back. Yeah, you got to like this. I went back and I said, what's the deal? Not hooked up. Well, you're scheduled for December 9th. And I said, you told me 4 to 7 days. And, now you're talking 4 weeks. But that's just how it is here. I think maybe he meant 4 to 7 weeks instead of 4 to 7 days.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's the reason I went out and got this concoction to set up our guy. Because she claimed that, they're coming by here to take a look at it today. I said, yeah, over my dead body. I said, I'm not waiting on them. I said, even when they come here, they're not going to fix anything. I said, we need something now. And so I went out and got this globe at home, and it's working pretty good, guys. They said, the guy Yusuf says, I think they're late because John is still finishing up with the ladies.
That's funny. Well, my move went fairly well. We hired some guys to move us. And, of course, they came over with a truck. It had a bed about 3 foot by 2 foot on it. And they made many trips. And they're supposed to get there at 10. Of course, they didn't show up till 11. Then they had to talk about it for about an hour. And I was saying, here we go again. But after they finally got moving, they worked hard and got it all done and did a real good job. So I was pleasantly surprised by that.
If Fanny Keenan says, right, Calvin has to go 3 rounds a day. Yeah, but see, y'all don't understand. It's not 3 times in a row, John. I'm not a Superman, but yeah, I mean.
I see that you caught a little bit of backlash. Oh, I'm skeptical, I don't believe. Well, I usually don't talk out of turn like this, but these Panais, they tell each other everything. And I had heard about this a long time ago. So unless his girlfriend's in on the conspiracy.
There's no conspiracy.
I know there's
but
not.
It's not like I'm doing 1, 2, 3. Like I'm not like that, John. Okay, but when we do it, it's 2 to 3 times a day. I mean, I don't see when you get over here, you'll see why. Let's ask Cliff and Rue. What's your schedule, Cliff and Rue, if you're willing to tell us? 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 2 times a day? What is it? It's just that when you have a good connection with, and pun intended, a good connection, John.
That's it.
Why not? Do 2 or 3 times a day. Hell, I'm 58. I'm in the 3rd quarter of my life. I don't know. Hell.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm in the best quarter of my life.
I don't know what's
Now, one of our viewers sent these to me.
Oh, yeah.
Big John's Pickled Eggs. I love pickled eggs.
Yeah.
So let me try those. Now, they came in a buy-in box. Is that what you call it?
Well, yeah, small box. He sent it through the
post office.
Post office.
Okay, but still, it took about a month to get here. So I hope we're not rotten. 2 months. So I hope we're not rotten.
No, they're not.
Oh, smell okay.
I'm just going to show a few items he sent. Because he sent a bunch of,
delicious.
He sent a bunch of vitamins. And I want to send a shout out to JH. He was one of our moderators. He quit coming on here for some reason. I don't know, but he sent a bunch of stuff. I made them some burgers last night with this, and I gave John a pack. You put 1 package of these for every pound of ground beef, and then 1 egg. And then, of course, you mix it up. And we use the air fryer. Oh, man, it was so delicious. He sent some steak sauce. I haven't opened it yet. Texas Pete hot sauce, because the hot sauce over here, guys, it's just hot. It's no flavor. This is delicious. This Louisiana hot sauce he sent. But yeah, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. And it's a lot of thoughtfulness that goes into somebody sending a package like that.
I mean, if somebody thinks enough of me to send me something,
Yeah, I mean, it's really big. It says, can't see you yet. Commercials. What's he talking about?
When you first sign on to your live stream, you'll get 2 commercials.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Well, pretty soon you're going to know what's going on. Hey, Dana Middleton, how's it going?
There's Sam Champion.
Sam Champion. Good morning, Calvin and John. Good evening to those in the USA and North America.
Sam, while I'm talking to you here, I went to the post office day before yesterday, and what you sent me hadn't arrived yet.
It says, what you drinking, John, today?
Just a little bit of Tonga-Wai.
Yeah.
Now, I met with some expats the other night, and of course, drank way too many. But one that's been here for about 25 years, he was saying he didn't like Tonga-Wai. I said, well, I drink it. I think it's fine. He goes, that's because you're a newcomer here.
Let's see what Mud Buggy says. Am I able to get an SRV with my savings and an RIA that I draw 1,000 a month on, or does it have to be a pension? Well, probably in the Philippines, if they say pension, it has to be a pension.
I'm not an expert. Google it and do your research. But from what I've read, it has to say pension on it.
And they're going to make sure that they'll drive you crazy.
And a lot of times it depends on who the person is. Some people let stuff go, other people don't. One little nitpicky thing and they'll throw you out.
Hey, Janessa says hello, Beast and Calvin.
Beast.
Yeah, the American guy that I was talking to the other day, he said the Filipinos just have so little authority. I mean, yeah. What did he say?
Yeah, well, that's a little authority. They can't make the decision.
Yeah,
They
they
go to
can't
somebody
make the
else, and they
decision,
go to
so if you
somebody
show
else,
up,
and
yeah.
they go to somebody else. Yeah. So I went. Well, that was last Friday after our last live stream. I went to get my vaccination card. So I go in, of course, the place is packed. I get in line. I don't know. I had like 10 people in front of me.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I sat there for almost 30 minutes. Of course, the line didn't even move. Well, somebody behind me said, what are you in this line for? I said, well, it says vaccination single. He said, you look like a senior. They got a senior line there. Well, there's only 3 people in line there. So I went over to the senior line. There were 2 young ladies in front of me, and neither one of them was over 30. So I pulled out my senior citizen card, and I said, I'm a senior. You 2 don't look like seniors. They got up and left, so I went to number 2 in the line.
Gary Walker said, come on, John, tell me how buff you thought Roger was in person. He said, you said.
No, Roger. No, not Roger. I mean, he just looks like a regular guy. Now, Punkin' Joe, he looks like The Rock to me.
Not a Clayton Mercer, not Superman. I've seen Superman t-shirt on Super Shoulders, yeah. But yeah, not 3 times in a row, guys, but hey, they're jealous, John. They don't understand. I get it. But I get it. It's 3 times a day.
Well, like I say, I've caught a lot of flack from people for being over here with these, but I got a 28-year-old wife. She loves me to death.
Yeah, Clip says, yeah, when the moment comes. Okay, so but you're sugarcoating that, Clip. We asked for
the nitty gritty.
Give us the nitty gritty. 1, 2, 3. What is it? Dana Middleton says, your woman wants you that many times a day. She loves you so much. Yeah, they do.
I've said it before on here, but I sugarcoated it. I said, be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. And that's what I meant by that.
Yeah.
Once you get them started.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you ask for. Because it's going to be You're going to get it. And a lot of these guys come over, after a while. That's why I say you better bring your hobby with you, because they're going to give you that. And then after a while, you be like, oh, what else is for dinner?
Let's see what we got here. I see Tito here. I forgot how to put it on, Tito.
Wait. Remember, you got to use that. Just go over there, yeah.
I thought I had it. John, those eggs may have turned into blue after 48 days of sea. Actually, it tasted fine, a little bit rubbery, but they always are. But no balut for me. I mean, I've tried it. Now, Calvin said he can eat the shrimp paste, and that
shrimp
there
paste
ain't no way I'm going to do it.
The shrimp paste is delicious, actually.
Calvin has who's the Bobby G saying you the thing, so your photo jump the gimbal. When he gets that, I'm going to ask Calvin if he wants to go to the public market. We'll both go down if he wants to, and do a tour there. I've already asked them; they're all willing to get on camera. They sell shrimp paste. They sell all that crap.
Okay, Cliff says Rue had her way. We'd never leave the room.
What? But it's not good enough for you, Cliff?
Yeah.
You're bailing, Cliff?
What about if you had it your way, Cliff? You're in the Philippines.
And when we play with people, we had one viewer get mad. We're just teasing.
Hey, what's going on? I haven't gotten the package yet, Eric, but he sent his a couple of weeks before you, and you both sent it through. I mean, the mail over here is just slow.
Good luck.
He sent his package, according to the box, September 25th, and just got here 2 days ago, which would have been the 17th of November. Takes about 2 months. Hey, Roger and Esmeralda said, good morning. Said, good to see you yesterday, John. You're my neighbor now.
That's right.
Yeah, I got out of there, man.
I tell you, I've been there, 3 or 4 days now. It's great. It's so much better than where I was living. It is very nice.
Thomas King says, I like Texas. Pete, better. Louisiana has more heat, but good also. Yeah, the Louisiana has a lot of flavor, and my girlfriend really loves the hot sauce from America, that Frank's, because there's no flavor to it over here. It's got some heat.
They have about 10 different hot sauces if you go to Save More. I've tried every one of them, but I've not been happy with any of them.
Hey, Kano, thanks for the super chat. This is Travel Mike. He
Yeah.
says, good morning, evening, Calvin, John, and Sunshine Show's family. Thanks for the small email checking on me, John. I'm still alive.
We didn't hear from him for like 2 weeks. I thought the cartel got him turned into a drug mule or something. I didn't know what was going on.
Roy Jones said, crypto is highly volatile. Makes stocks look like kittens. Yeah.
Yes.
Be careful, guys. Don't invest any more than you can afford to lose.
And if you make a ton, get out.
But that's what I don't understand. But they don't. Some guy says, I'm up 78,000. So what are you waiting for it to crash? And you can lose all your that's money to me. Yeah, 78,000. Do it.
78,000 from
he says he's up this year. Yeah.
Well, but what's the initial investment? If it's 1,000, you're up 78,000. But
it doesn't matter if he's up 78,000 and he's winning. Get out of there. But remember, it's like network marketing. You only hear from the winners. You don't hear from the losers. Where's the losers? I'm down 78,000.
Just like gamblers, yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear from them only when they win. What's up, you dirty puppy? Hey, I'm gonna do a video today. We're going to this place called Meg's, and I think your wife is familiar with it, you dirty puppy. If not, it's not far from Margarita Village. We're in Margarita Village Extension now, but it's like a restaurant, but they've turned it into like a mini resort, man. Really nice.
On the road. I've never
They
been.
got a nice swimming pool. We went the other day, but hell, we didn't get a chance to stay. It got the storming, man. But I'm going back today. I'm gonna do a video and show y'all it's nice. Philip Rogers said, have you heard anything about them taking away the mask mandate there? No, but they've taken away the shield mandate. We don't need that anymore. That's I could wear the mask.
I went to the mall yesterday and they told us going in you don't have to wear a mask anymore.
Yeah, mask
or shield.
Good morning, Calvin, John, Sunshine and Moonshine.
Thank you, buddy.
Sam Champion says at Sunshine Shows, John, I've been checking every day, a couple of times a day. Should be any day now. This one is taking longer than the last one.
Well, I mean, it is what it is here.
Yeah, and we're not going anywhere, Sam. I'm not.
And Sam, one of the things that I learned was they only send from Manila to San Carlos once a week.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. Yeah,
that's what I was told.
I see the
expats.
Bucks on her. They gave him a day off.
Buck, good to see you, buddy.
At the Continental Motel.
Rooms by the hour.
Rory Bellamy said, do any cougar women get young? Absolutely. How would that go? Do you see any of that? All the time. Okay, where John lives right now, before I moved into that, I was renting a house from a lady. She was 46. His boyfriend was 17 from the mountains. Yeah. And she gave him all her money. Yeah.
See, I haven't seen that yet. I mean, I'm sure it's here, but I haven't
but she had a foreigner before. That's how she got. He bought the house from her. Then they split up, and she went and got a.
So the foreigner set her up, and then she went and got a young Filipino. Well,
I love John said, "Yeah, I'm jealous." Well, you should be.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be a smart aleck, but yeah, I mean, it's great.
Dana Middleton said, "Calvin, my over/under on opening for the international tourism March 31st. Yeah, you may be over. I think because, as a matter of fact, we were talking about that today. Okta, which is tracking this, Okta Research over here, been tracking COVID since it started here. The Philippines is on a -7% growth rate for this COVID. They only had 800-something cases the other day. I mean, that's incredible.
But like I say, I'm always a doubting Thomas on this. I see where Europe is going through another wave, and it might come here. We don't know yet. We'll see.
Hey, Robert, Philippines, here I come. Jones, hey there, Calvin John, just got home. Thank you for joining us, brother.
We were a little bit late today, 8 minutes.
Yeah, we 8 minutes.
Hey, look at that.
A brownout.
Buck's a superstar.
Yeah, I'm in the Norfolk area, yeah. He says, where's John? Why is John on the wrong side? Yeah, we're in my house.
We are.
That's it. Well, no,
we're okay.
Well, we're inside this time.
I never noticed that. Thank you. Oh, that's funny.
He says, well, Roy Jones, well,
Not tonight. I tell you, you may end up using that once in a while.
Dana says, "What's your favorite Filipino dish, John?"
Well, I tell you, Janessa has got to the point where she makes about 5 or 6 or 7 things that I really like. I mean, adobo's good, but you don't want to eat it every day. I mean, there's
You like
quite a few
pancit?
things. Pancit but without liver. I don't like liver, and most pancit does have liver, but pancit's good. There's quite a few things.
If you're from the Midwest like me, you're gonna love the fish, any of the seafood, because it's real. It's not frozen.
But Calvin had his blessing. They had this deep fried fish fillets. Oh my God, was they good? I was going crazy.
Delicious, yeah.
The Filipinos wouldn't eat it. They said it has to have eyes and bones to be real fish.
He says, the Beach of Life says, sounds like the infrastructure at Cliff's house is just fine.
I love it. I love it.
Gilbert Sear says, I breed and show French bulldogs. When I moved there, I plan on bringing my dogs with me. My pups sell from $2,500 to $6,000. Do you know anything about the dog market there? Yeah. As a matter of fact, we were at the tennis court the other day, me and Marilyn, and a guy had a full breed, what do you call it, a husky. But
I've seen a couple
the
here.
Prices here aren't like that. Here.
You'd be lucky to get $60 out of one here.
He had a full-blooded, pure breed. Of course, he bred it in here. Husky.
Did he breed it himself?
And it was, he says about, what did he say? 25,000 pesos. So it's about $500. So I don't think you're going to get that kind of. Hey, Domingo Ojeda. No drinks today. Yeah, Don got it. Buck. What's going on, Buck?
Buck, it's good to have you.
Okay. Phil Rogers said, makes me feel bad about complaining about a package I should have received Thursday. It's not coming till tomorrow. Yeah, that's one thing that if you're from the United States, I tell you what, the mail service is so good. We complain about it, but I put it up against anybody's around the world. I mean, the mailman, I saw him every day, Monday through Saturday, whether I got something or not.
I haven't seen a mailman here in 3 years.
Yeah, they'll just show up at your house. Well, here's how I knew I got that package from JH. Lady sent it to me, sent me a message through Sunshine Shoulders.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, and the pictures, he said, sir,
at least you got diligent.
Yes, he said, sir, you got a package here.
Well, now,
and I came and got
I've only received one piece of mail, and it was from Sam Champion. They went ahead and called me when it was there. They're supposed to call me this time, too. So.
Okay, Daryl Fillmore, thanks for the super chat. He said, time to get Moonshine Shoulders drinking, because the more he drinks, the funnier he is. Every super chat, he takes a shot.
Not everybody feels that way, but I'm glad you do.
Cliff Rue said, Calvin, she's never said no and informed me she would never say no. I'm good.
Absolutely. Ever?
Yeah.
We knew you had a keeper.
Hey, Buck. Yeah, Frank's is awesome. I like Frank's, but I like this Louisiana. I never had it until yesterday. We tried it. It's delicious. Well, no, the other day when we first got it, because she cooked some shrimp and I mixed. My cocktail sauce is ketchup and hot sauce mixed.
That's mine. I like to put a little horseradish in it, but horseradish is very hard to find here.
Oh, yeah. Probably
very hard.
Fortune, too.
Well, I found a creamed horseradish in Dumagetti, but it just ain't the same.
Yeah, Sam Champion, thank you, because you sent us 2 big things of hot sauce, and they were gone in no time. They loved it. He says, the Sunshine shows there's some Frank's hot sauce in that shipment from me, as well as a couple of small bottles, Texas Pete and Louisiana hot sauce, among other things as well.
Like I say, they have a lot of hot sauces produced here in the Philippines. A lot of them are sweet, and I haven't found one I really like. And I've tried them all.
I like them here, but they don't have the flavor that they do. Now, this right here, this is just too hot. This is what J.L. Jefferson from Florida sent in his ballot buying box.
Got a spoon? I can't
this is just too hot for me.
Try some there in a minute.
I can't deal with this. It's whatever it is. I mean, it's super duper hot.
We'll see how bad it is here.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hot, John. I promise you. You're going to regret that.
It's warm. I tell you though, that's good. That got a good flavor to it.
Yeah. It's too hot for me, for my flavor.
I think it's
but
good.
John likes it.
That's good.
But it's hot.
But of course, I drink Tanqueray 80 proof straight too. So
yeah.
Magnum
John and
oh, Derek.
Wrecking crew for the world. Colin B says, hey, Calvin, I ran across another vlogger out of Lady. Cannot think of his name, but have you heard about him? He seems like a person that helps the community where he does. I've never heard. Now, is that the black man in the village? He's like a doctor or something, and he gives free clinics or something.
Good for him.
A nurse, a doctor. Yeah, he gives free clinics.
And that's one thing I noticed here in the Philippines. You never see children with glasses because they can't afford them.
Yeah.
My wife, Janessa, she has one eye that she can't hardly see out of, but she's been like that since birth. So I took her to the eye doctor. We got her glasses. She puts on. She goes, it just don't look right. So well, you have to wear them for a while. You're finally seeing the way you're. Well, she won't wear them. She ended up giving the glasses up.
Cliff and Rue says, Calvin, a buddy of mine lost 70,000 in crypto. Yeah, but let him see what I'm saying. Where is he, Cliff?
Well, I mean, even on the stock market, you can lose. It's been on a good run lately, but you never know.
Jason Flynn said, Calvin, this is why people don't sell crypto. A guy years ago gave someone 10,000 Bitcoin. Wow.
But it wasn't worth that much of that.
For 2 pizzas, that was when it wasn't worth much. That same amount now is worth 560 million. Wow. Whee! I'm not putting it down, but hell, I'm like.
Well, I'm too old to get into something new.
Domingo Ojeda said, thank God no more face shield, too hot for that. Yeah, I mean, it's uncomfortable, John. It hurts me right here and here.
Well, my glasses will start to fog up with them and everything else.
He said, and that's why people don't sell, because you don't want to be that guy. Yeah. Wow, yeah. John, when Calvin's package arrives, be sure to give it to him. Is it coming in John's name?
Well, I don't know about that one. Sam's sending me one, but
Paul Thorne Jr. says, yo, Calvin, should I buy a scooter or motorcycle when I get to Dumageddon? I would say a scooter. Well, they call them motorcycles, but
Paul, I'll give you my opinion. It is so damn dangerous on these motorcycles here. I would not get one. I would either get one of those like that Chariot. You can get those, or if you ever watch Bud Brown, he has some kind of electric vehicle, or he asked
the question: should he get a scooter or motorcycle?
Scooter.
When you're talking about a real motorcycle, it's going to cost you a fortune,
and they're very rare here.
But you could get you maybe like a 150 or 155. Don't get that 110 or 125.
That's right, because from
that's just a little too small.
Bill's got one. He said it won't hardly pull him and his wife.
Yeah.
Now, what did you pay? Did Marilyn pay for her? She got a 150, right?
150. Yeah. We paid 97,000 pesos. That's about not quite $2,000.
So you can get a brand new scooter for $2,000. But like I said, I'd stay off of them. They're too dangerous for me.
I've heard something, right? And the other day she scared me. Rolled over something. She claimed she was looking out for another motorcycle, but she's been in 2 serious accidents.
And that's what I say. And she had a friend that got brain damage from a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get on one here. I've ridden them a couple times. I swear I won't again. Yeah,
I'm scared. I don't get on them. James Franklin said, I'm down for Sophie. Okay. I've taken a beating. Oh, okay. It's all in the game, yeah. Well, with investments is on the long run, right? That's the only way you're really going to win. And with people like me who live paycheck to paycheck, that's my problem. I couldn't, wait. If I want my money, he says. Will Shaw said, Calvin, you see in Zamboanga that there are mobs of people standing all night to get the vaccine because only vaccinated people can go to the market. Yeah, that's how it's going to be here November 30th. and they just initiated it there sooner. But see, they're doing that because
people aren't getting vaccinated.
The Philippines is trying to open up, man. And Duterte made a joke about it. He said, "Hell, let's shoot them while they sleep. Let's jab them while they sleep."
Well, is it a joke?
But it's
You never know what's
different over here, guys, when it comes to. I keep telling y'all that the Philippines is not the same. This is a unicorn place. There's a lot of order.
It's weird because you say, well, you're not as free as U.S. I'm freer here in the U.S., but something like vaccination, you better get it. I mean, it's different. It's different.
You better get it over here. You're not going anywhere. They're going to basically force you to get it. But when you're in a place like this, they need to open up. They don't have the hospital healthcare infrastructure that some of these other places have.
I agree.
And they've seen now what the benefits of getting vaccinated. That's why the numbers have went down.
Well, I can tell you real quick the story of my brother. I got a brother who got COVID. He had 2 shots of Pfizer. He was over COVID in 5 days. He went back to work the next day. His wife, who smokes, only had it for 2 days.
They were both fully vaccinated.
Both fully vaccinated with Pfizer.
You dirty puppy says, yes, there are many rich cougars in the PI. Very rich. Age difference does not matter in so many ways.
Dirty puppy, you're renting 2 apartments, I think, down there by Roger and Esmeralda. There's a place right across from Calvin's old place for $300 a month. Probably be big enough for you.
Yes, a big place. Well, they got a big lot.
Well, they're inside working on everything else now. Yeah. John, what are you drinking today? I got a little Tango 80 proof. I can't get too bad. I got some things to do today, and I will chase it with a little Coke.
Malcolm Magnificent, I hope it opens up by February. I'm thinking it will be. I don't really like to go out on a limb, but from what I'm seeing, though, I mean, imagine they're saying no more shield. And look at the McDonald's this morning we were there. It looked like a regular day, didn't it?
And yes, they got 2 seats at the chairs without the plexiglass and everything.
It says, Sunshine Shoulders, Calvin, I might be moving to your old stomping grounds. Got a tentative offer for GS-14 position, Fort Knox. Will be my last assignment before I jump off that hamster wheel. You'll like it down there. Louisville, in that area, Fort Knox. What's the Radcliffe?
Sam, I worked in Bardstown, lived in Shepherdsville. You see signs for it. I love that part of Kentucky. It's really nice.
Yeah. Hey, Philip Cooper, he'll be flying out to Thailand pretty soon. I told him to make sure he takes a lot of pictures. Good morning,
Take
fellas.
it easy on the road, John. You got a long day ahead of you. Yes, I did. Yes,
I went over John's the other day and gave him the package.
I was in bad shape.
I gave him the package that Jay
What time was it anyway?
Oh, man, it wasn't no more than about 12, maybe 1. John was in bad shape. He came out. You could tell he'd been drinking the night before. He had his belt on, but his pants was unbuttoned. The zip was unbuttoned.
We have a group of expats here that get together on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and that must have been Wednesday when I got with them. Yeah, I had a few too many, but I hadn't seen them for a long time.
You said either you watch cockfights. I used to when I was in Zamboanga.
I've never.
Because I didn't have no choice. Every Sunday, they'd have them right out in front of my door. I had like a little dust bowl. That's what it was, a dust bowl. And that's where they did it. And I mean, they bet a lot of money, and
that's a national sport here.
Yeah,
if it's a sport,
I mean, it's a big sport.
Big industry.
It's the biggest one, and you eat the loser. They boil them right then and there. And
the loser's called named dinner.
Yeah. But I've never been to a stadium though.
I haven't either. They have them everywhere.
It's big.
Now, to me, I don't think it's fair that they put the sharpened spurs. They'll take the spurs, the razor blades they put on the chicken leg, they'll sharpen them up so just like razor blades.
Oh, yeah. He said, Gary Walker said, we just tease you about your crush on Pumpkin and Gio, John. It's all good both ways.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I agree. Now, Gio don't know Pumpkin. I've met him. I like him. He's a good guy. And he does look like The Rock if you ever seen him in person.
Danny Jackson said, Calvin, you or John have been to Okinawa, Japan.
I have
been here 35 years. No, I've only flown into Japan. I guess it's Tokyo, right? What's the Haneda Airport and then the other one. but I never gotten out
Well, Daryl.
anywhere. No, that was before.
Oh, okay, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Now, the guy was in Okinawa. He must have been in the Marines. I know they have a big base there.
One Herb for Life entrepreneur says, "Morning, Calvin John. Glad I made the live. Sorry for the internet yesterday. Yeah, this is going to work pretty good. I mean, it's not the best because somebody said is a picture pretty good though.
I mean, the
from
picture
what we're
looking
seeing,
at, it
yeah,
looks
good.
perfect. But when we did the live stream last week from my one, it looked good to us. But when I went home and looked at it, it looked like crap.
Yeah. Cliff
Talk to the
says,
cows yet.
I'm looking at Rottweilers and prices are $25,000 to $30,000. Yeah, which would cost a whole lot more in the state.
Cliff and Rue, there's so many strays. I'd take one of them, take it to the vet, and feed it. It'd probably love you forever.
Hey, retired 2019.
Always good to see you, Herb.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Not 195 in line. Let's hit the let's hit the thumbs up, guys.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Oh wow, Will Shaw says I'm in Merida, Mexico. How far is that from Cancun? You know where that is, John?
No, I don't. I'd have to look on the map.
Peaceful 100 times. Said, hey Calvin, my question, is it better to rent or build a house over there? It just depends. If like I said, if I was by myself, I would have just rented. But I have a daughter, and it was just always a dream of mine to build a house over here.
Well, let me tell you, his house is gorgeous. I love it. But like he said, by yourself, you don't have any kids, I probably wouldn't. The rents are cheaper. For $200 a month, you can get a mansion, basically.
Yeah, depending on where you live. Yeah. Here in St. Carlos, you get where you're at, it's nice.
$180
$180 a month.
It's a nice place.
You know, but I would say rent if I'm not married, I don't have any kids or any obligations.
I told Janessa 10 years, I'll get you a house.
Dana Milson said, Calvin, I have quite a bit of electronic equipment that I want to bring with me. I'm really concerned about converting it from 110 to 220. What can you tell me to do? Well, I would get that converter from there and bring it. Now, a lot of things like my computer, my phone, that converter's already in the charger.
Yes.
Already. You don't have to worry about that, but like your shaver, different things like that, yeah, you better bring something.
Dana, check the shipping prices. You might be better off just to buy it when you get here.
Unless he's just going to bring it in his suitcase, you know.
But even that, you only bring, like 50 pounds.
Oh, okay. Rag John Rock said, that's Jamaican hot sauce, Calvin. Stay home. Yeah, I was thinking because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to show you something else he sent me.
Calvin says it's too hot for him, but half the bottle's gone, so somebody's
we're mixing it.
Okay. I think it's delicious.
No wonder, because this guy must be Jamaican because he sent me all.
It does say Jamaican. It does say Jamaican.
Yeah, he sent me this jerk seasoning. He sent me a bunch of stuff, and I thought, I guess maybe he is Jamaican.
Yeah, it does say Jamaica on here.
Yeah.
It's delicious, I think. Everybody got their own taste.
You said Derek looks like the Hulk.
Derek, I haven't seen him.
Yeah, but he only shows from his waist up. We don't know what his knees, what his legs look like. Probably pencil sticks.
I only show from the waist down.
Yeah, you know those guys. The big up there and the little down there.
Well, let me tell you, when I had to get a pair of long pants, I went to Gasarno, all they had was skinny jeans. I looked like an egg with 2 toothpicks for legs.
Yeah.
Dave, you met him, remember me? I was telling Dave about that. He goes, what size waist here? I said, 34. He goes, come to me next time we get a long pair of pants. I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
I see Doug Carr's on here. He's a good man. But if I can't get horseradish, okay, well, I have to look at. Well, wasabi is very, very expensive.
What is
wasabi? That's the Japanese horseradish. I mean, good luck getting that.
Yeah, they sell that here though. But if you go to like Cebu,
but if you look on the ingredients, they'll say wasabi. They don't say it contains horseradish because it's so expensive.
Okay, Joe Black, he said, finally catching a live Uncle shout out from Cape Town. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Is that South Africa?
Yeah. Now, I met an expat here from South Africa. He's working. They're trying to take the old sugar cane and burn it to produce electricity.
Oh, okay. Clifford Root said he lives with his brother now, lost almost everything. Yeah, that's 70,000. That's a lot. Gilbert C says, I've been in contact with several show breeders there, and I also have recently become a member of the PCCI. They tell me it's very different there than the States. Absolutely. Everything's different over here, guys. Hillbilly,
I haven't
Pyro.
seen him for a long time. Good to see you, buddy. He's from West Virginia.
Yeah. Calvin, you should have the experts on. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send you. That's a good idea. I'm gonna send you the link, Eric, for Tuesday.
I love the panel. I think it's great. One thing I want to say while I'm on here, I don't know when I'll get my internet. They told me December 9th, so if you send me an email and I don't answer, that's why.
Absolutely, Yusuf. He said, can someone enjoy quiet time at home in PI? That's what it is over here. It's a lot. See, what people don't understand, the Philippines doesn't get a lot of pub for this. It's quiet over here. It's a simple life over here.
I would say,
we were
especially
watching
San Carlos, it's quiet.
Yeah, we were watching Netflix last night. What's the name of that movie we were watching? Red Notice last night. It was good with Rock, The Rock and somebody, yeah. Now, the Philippines, now, if you go to Manila and Cebu and them places like that, yeah, but that's a simple life here, guys. Sunshine Shoulders, John, now's the time to speak up. One more buying box is coming in a month or so. Tell me what you want.
I will, Sam.
Wife and I will try and get it for you.
Thank you, buddy.
And your wife. But so now's the time.
Well, I hate to ask for anything, but thank you.
Eric Terry says, I sent the package to Calvin's old address.
That's okay. If it comes to me, it's fine.
They'll probably notify me anyway. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something else about the Beatles incident. George Harrison said something, and it really made my ears perk up because he said, when they asked him about the incident when they got back to Britain, they said, will you ever go to the Philippines again? He was like, never. He said, I didn't want to go in the first place. He said, they told me it was a terrible place, and now they've proven it. Okay, and I'm thinking, wow, this was in 1966. Does the Philippines have a reputation? Is that why so many people don't come here?
And it may be, but here's the deal. You have to play by their rules here
because
it's their country.
Yeah, you got to play rules.
I fight the rules once in a while, probably more than I should, but I've been fine so far.
No, but he said he was told before but came it was a terrible place.
But here's the difference between me and him. If Durarte says come to the palace, guess what? I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going.
I mean, I'm going.
And that's what kind of shocked me. I was like, because I'm always thinking, why aren't more people here? Why aren't more visitors to the Philippines? And he said in 1966, they told him, don't come.
Don't go.
Yeah, he said, I wouldn't have came in the first place. And I'm shocked. I'm like, wow, what is it about the Philippines? Because I love it here. And I've been around the world, man. I'm going to tell you, if you're going to come here and you play their game, man, you can't beat it. You can't beat this place.
You're going to be fine.
Hey, Jeremiah, what's going on? Yeah, but you got to play the game here, man.
What's their country?
The Beatles thought that they were so big that we can get away with it like we do everywhere else. Not in the Philippines, man. It's a different place. They made them pay for it. Hey, Kano, he said, I just bought 2,500 in Bitcoin. I'm going to forget about it and see what happens in 10 years.
May be great.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And a lot of people can't do it. They can't take that 25 and forget about it.
No.
It's like planting a seed, and every day they're going to go out and look.
Water.
Yeah, is it growing yet? Hey, Dana Middleton said, my girlfriend got her first vaccine last week, and she had to stand in line for 4 hours.
That's not uncommon here.
That's not uncommon here. That's what I had to do when I got my first one. Now, my second, it moved a lot quicker.
I took Janessa to the eye doctor. We got there at 8:30 to be first in line. We didn't get out of there till 1 in the afternoon.
Hey, John Gomez said, good morning, John, Calvin, and
Hello,
the NTZ. Yeah, he's got a nice place in Dominican Republic. And he's from in New York, I think Long Island. So where you from, John? You were telling me, Tandawai is 80 proof, right, John?
Yes. It depends on which one you get, but this one is 80 proof. Yes.
Yeah, John says trading or investing is a game of patience and strategy. I made 114,000 in three hours one time. Yeah, really. Yeah.
I would have
Did you
cashed
take
in.
it? I hope you cashed
I
it
would have
out.
cashed in on that. And take a portion
Papa
of that and buy
Chico
more.
says, Calvin and John, my papers are in next Wednesday off the hamster wheel. Come on, let me know. Remember, I'm about cake. Yeah, where is Smoky Mountain Modeler? I saw him either on Clip and Rule or Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience. And I didn't ask him, but I saw him there, and I'm thinking, like, maybe did we say something?
I don't think we made him mad. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I tell you what, he's a good man.
Yeah.
He's more welcome in my home when he gets here.
Hey, the dance never stops. He says, hey, Calvin's Val, remember me? Oh, yeah. Thanks for all your help. Oh, you're welcome, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think your name was, from Facebook. Yeah, the dance never stops. Now that would be, I think he's like a dance instructor. Well, I tell you what, they need it over here, this TikTok.
But the problem is you won't make much money at it.
Well, no, I think he just wants to.
Just want something to do? That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 2019, I will hit the big 64 next month.
Oh. I thought I was old. I'll be 62 in a couple months.
Excuse me. Retired 2019 said, Sam Champion, I think you will have to work at least 3 more years to get your pension at the GS 14 level.
The military.
Yeah. The dance never stops. Keep doing a great job. Thanks for your support.
But I'll say for the ex-military guys, this SRV visa for military guys.
They can show the pension, remember?
I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm not, but that sounds a good deal to me. What?
Yeah, if you can show that pension.
Oh, you still have to show a pension on that too?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's only $1,000 a month pension you have to show, I think.
Yeah. The only one you don't have to show a pension, I think, is when you pay that big deposit.
Like the 50
the
grand
20
or
50
or
grand. Hey, Sammy PH. Good morning, Kuya, and good evening to the other side. Yeah.
Is that Sammy?
Yeah, that's Sammy. Remember, he's a transgender. Well, you're welcome here. We don't care. It's all inclusive here.
That's right.
Hey, Tom Kelsey, that's my homeboy from Somerset, Kentucky. Yeah. See, Cliff Maru says, hey, Sammy. Will Shaw, yeah. Narita, that's right. I couldn't, man, my man, Narita, that's almost like Tokyo, right? But yeah, I never get out of there. Let's see. What is the nicest thing about living in the Philippines? Well, for me, it's, is the peace, man. The freedom that I have. No one bothers me here, man. And, it's just so much, man. The cost of living. We were talking about that today.
Cost of living.
I've got I finally got my split air condition system put in. I bought it, 1.5 horsepower. It cools this whole area off. I bought it, had it installed, all for less than $600.
I mean, what more can you ask?
That's like the equivalent of Central Air in America, right?
It feels great in here. For a change, my hair's not all wet and I'm not sweating. But the nice thing, I'll give my opinion about living in the Philippines, are the women. I'm sorry, that's what I came here for.
Yeah. Now, he says the live stream is blurry. Yeah, because I've got this home box that I bought, but it's better than nothing. I'll show you guys.
So it is blurry. I'll watch it when I get home.
Yeah. That's what I've got. It's better than nothing, guys. I promise you.
It might take.
There's no telling when they're going to.
You don't know.
There's no telling when they're going to get to me. And, we're trying to have some fun and keep things interesting, man, on our end, too. Okay, James, watching Sixers versus Nuggets, first quarter, yeah. He said, blurry. How blurry? Somebody take a picture and send it over him. He says, well, it's because of the connection, yeah. But,
it's because of the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But I'm gonna tell you something else. The dance never stops. What I like about the Philippines, I like the colors here. It's always green, especially where I live now.
But I saw that in the Caribbean too. A lot of the same colors.
Yeah, but yes, we're in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's about the Philippines. I like that, and just all the natural wonders here. But I like it. Just seems like I'm on vacation forever. It's just what it seems like for me. Sammy says, the Philippines is slow connection. But I tell you what, if I'm going to sit and wait on the same globe to come over here, that's supposed to come over here today, but
It might be 3 months. You don't know.
to look at, take a look around, right?
I had to
They're
buy,
not telling when they're going to connect it.
I had to buy wire for my apartment for them to hook it up because wire was out of stock.
Oh, yes, cold Kentucky. And that's another thing I like about the Philippines. It's tropical 365.
You may.
This is the tropics, guys.
If Tom's in Kentucky, though, it may be too hot for you here. It does get hot, but this morning at 8 o'clock, it was 80 degrees here. It felt great.
Daryl Formore says 213 watching and only 54 likes.
Only
YouTube
54?
Yeah.
You guys must be mad at us.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Must be mad at us. Even the haters, go ahead.
He said, John, I'm in Huntington, West Virginia. You know this place?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I
do
was
too.
up in the further north than you, but I know Huntington.
Yeah, I know
very
Huntington.
well.
I used to sell candy and cookies door to door there. We
Oh,
do it
really?
on Saturday from Louisville. I guess it's about a 3.5 hour ride.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yeah, he said, hey, James K is a good guy.
Oh, yes, I know
James
James
K.
very well.
Hey, Calvin
James,
John,
good to see you.
guy. Hope the Philippines will open back January.
Well, he's already got his plane tickets and everything. I hope so, too. I can't wait to meet you, James.
Okay, Philip, he says, I'm headed out for Thailand tomorrow, Calvin, headed to Angeles City tonight. Cliff and Rue, I'm also looking for a Rottweiler, a great breed for the Philippines. I think I'm eventually going to get something, but I don't know, man. Somebody's got to take care of the damn dog. I don't like the poop and all that. That's one thing I don't like.
I tell you, a popular breed here are Belgian Malamutes. They kind of look like German Shepherds, but they got more black on them. I see a lot of them here.
Yeah.
I say I'll probably just pick up a stray and take it to the vet.
I like the, they've got a lot of Labradors here, I see. He says, how many years left, John?
Years left for what? Living? I don't know.
Well, what's he talking about?
Hopefully 10. I'm already retired.
Oh, okay. Mark Brandon says, I hate to tell your friend, but 99% of airlines will not allow him to fly that type of dog due to breathing problems. Wow.
Well, I met one Australian, a Southern lady, brought his dog here, and he said it cost him like $5,000 US, so it's not cheap.
Sandy Davis says, how much house can I buy for 3 million pesos?
Very nice.
But it depends on where you live.
And that's true too, yes.
You know,
yes.
And that's like the budget question, guys. It really depends on what you want, where you live, you know, how big is it? Do you want up and down? But yeah, that's a lot of money here.
Yeah.
You can build a nice house for 3 million. House and lot for 3 million.
You can probably get a bigger kitchen and a third bedroom.
Oh, yeah. Will Rose says, organize a bike ride in December. Man, I tell you what, I wouldn't touch that bike ride. It's just too dangerous on the road.
But I tell you what, cycling is very popular here.
Yeah.
We go up into the mountains, we see, I mean, those guys got to be in good shape.
Yeah, they're in great shape.
I mean, these mountains are high here.
Yeah, and in San Carlos, it's so nice because we're surrounded by mountains.
Now,
and, you know,
while we're on roads, I put about 2,000 miles on my car now. In those 2,000 miles, I've seen at least, this is all I can think of, 10 accidents. I saw 2 motorcycles run into each other at intersections because neither one of them had their lights on. The last accident I saw, I was actually in. We were following a sugarcane truck, and a ladder fell off. And, of course, my poor wife, she froze and ran over it.
wow.
So you got to be careful.
Okay, Big D said just by step down transformers. You get this, Dana Middleton? He said just by step down transformers from 220 to 110 there. So all over the Philippines. Yeah.
I'm going to say with my computer, they don't have ground here. Calvin's house, no ground. It's just two prongs. I had to cut the ground plug off my. There's
Come on
Mama. I had to cut the
We
ground
can't
plug
see
off
you.
of mine to plug them in.
Robert Dame says, thank you for the emergency support location reminder, knowing where the hospital is and the emergency number.
I need to watch that.
That's very important, Robert. You know, and sometimes you got to have those type of videos if you're going to talk about the Philippines.
Yeah,
It's not all shiny stuff all the time, guys. You know, when you get here, find out what if you're in Cebu in one of those places, you ain't got a problem. You got Changhua Hospital. You got so many.
We try to take you the good and the bad.
But
there's a lot of good. There's some bad.
But come here preparing for an emergency, guys. Okay. But yeah, that's one thing. Gilbert C says, you dirty puppy. Said, agree. Last thing I need is for one of my top show dogs, Studs, to die.
3 times a day. I say there's a stud right here.
From Parvo or any other.
No, Parvo, yeah, that's a word, I think.
I definitely have him collected and frozen here in the States before moving. What are they talking about?
Parvo's a disease dog. I'm not an expert on it. It might be heartworm or something. I don't know what it is, but that's a disease for dogs. Calvin using that dial. Actually, we have web TV.
Yeah, 117. I'm not really sure, but it's 117. They don't have that national like we do.
911.
911. They're working on it. Just knock on that.
I'll pee outside.
No, somebody, I don't know if they just knock on that. I don't know if we just keep the door shut.
Hello, Marilyn.
You know, we just keep the door shut, John. Let me shut this door because I got the air on. And the ambulances here are different too, guys. Remember that. When you call the ambulance here, 9 times out of 10, it's just transportation. What's up, G. Rich? Joe Black says, South African, yes, I was supposed to be on the panel, but the time difference is 4:20 a.m. here. I'm an expat here in South Africa waiting on the PI to open. Oh, wow. Where are you originally from, Joe Black? I've told John I take my investment here from what I call my Big Mac fund. So if I lose it, not much of a big deal.
Yes, that's Doug Carr. And I tell you what, he sent me pictures of this guy. Well, you know, we've kind of talked a little bit. I'd give a Big Macs forever for her.
Yeah.
But I don't like Big Macs.
Cal, if you don't know the emergency number like 911 there or the national number, you must be living a peaceful
That's right.
life.
We don't need it. We hope.
Need it. No, but I'm sure it's 117.
It might be. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I like this. Ryan Rogers says the Red Notice was The Rock and Ryan Reynolds. That movie is so good. Yeah, we watched it yesterday. It was good. I liked it. Calvin, I did a short of the province at night. It's pitch black and quiet, aside from the wildlife. Yeah, it's pitch black where I am. I'm in the city, but this is an undeveloped subdivision. It's like the province.
When I go to Center Mall up here, which is very big, I've never seen so many bats than I did there.
Now,
They don't bother you.
I'm going to agree with Malcolm Magnificent in a lot of ways. He says, I think dating in marrying Philippines is only good if you stay there, because I've heard a lot of expat bloggers talk about how much the Filipinos changed dramatically.
What, when you take them back home?
Yeah,
or
when you take them back home. But they're going to change even
here.
if you keep them here, because,
I agree.
because they're going to deal with you.
Well,
But not as much as they will, because America just, and I can only speak for America, I'm American. We have so many distractions there. I've seen, my ex got addicted to gambling. She never gambled before, but she had never been to the casino before. It got to the point
never
where she
had
really
a
liked
peso to
it.
even bet before.
But it's just the fact that, John, You jumping up.
Oh,
and
sorry,
looking
buddy.
this up. It's just that distraction wasn't available to her here. You know, the casinos are nice over there.
Mm-hmm.
The one across in Indiana. And, you know, it got to the point where, hell, they were giving us free rooms and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, they're not free.
You're paying
That's
for
the money
them.
you're losing.
You're paying for them.
Johnny Grand, 67, said, what's up, big shoulders?
Must be talking
She's
about
talking
me.
about you, John. Yeah. Okay, Gary Walker says, the Kadena Air Force Base in Okinawa, too, back then at least, agreed on USMC bases. Okay. U.S. State Department travel advisor has Thailand at level 3, Cambodia at level 4, do not travel, and Philippines at level 3.
Really? Why?
Yeah, that's because of the COVID.
Oh, okay.
And parts of it's because of COVID. Now, parts of the Philippines is always level 3 or 4.
Well, Mindanao is usually higher.
That South Sulu Sea area.
But like he said, Mindanao is just the southwestern part. The rest of it's fine.
Yeah, because it's real big. I mean, Mindanao is huge. It's second only to Luzon as far as size. I mean, it's huge. I mean, you can go all over that place. It's only little patches you got to be careful of.
I agree.
Hey, Mark Les.
But our U.S. State Department says all of Mindanao, which is not true.
No, it's not true. But, you know, they got to tell you that it's better to be safe than sorry.
And I agree with
to
that.
cover their butt.
Yeah.
If you go there and something happens, well, you didn't put it down. Well, we told you don't go to.
And we try to sue them for
Mindanao.
that. Yeah, I know.
But even the Filipinos here will tell you don't go to Mindanao because they never been. They just hear about what they hear on Facebook and stuff.
My Filipino friend in the U.S. told me don't go to Lady. They'll cut your head off. Well, I was fine there.
Wow, it says T1976 says I'm 61 and plan on coming. Oh, once the Philippines open for 2 weeks. What would
Manila
be the place
Cebu?
to come to?
I go to Cebu.
I go to Cebu. Now, because Cebu has everything Manila has, but it's not Manila. You know, if you like that big city life.
It has all the good things of Manila, but without the bad things. That's the way I describe it.
But, you know, I'd stay 1 week in Cebu, 1 week in Manila. That way you get the best of both worlds. They're not but an hour flight apart, you know. That's what I like about the Philippines. No matter where you are here, you're only an hour away on a plane.
Or even 4 hours away by bus and ferry.
Yeah, I mean, but my first trip, I would go to Cebu first because Manila, it's just too much going on, man. And you don't want to get stuck in that traffic on your first trip there. You never come back. But the Philippines, you're going to get.
Cebu traffic can be crazy, but not like Manila.
But not like Manila, not around the airport, John.
I agree.
It's not that, hey, don't make me roll out of it. What's going on? He's the one, he's in the wheelchair. He said, he don't have no problem with the ladies over. No, he's been here before. Mark Richards said there's a lot of fake investors trying to say fake Bitcoin.
Not to me.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, not to me. I won't buy it.
Doug Carr said I would vote for Cebu.
I would too, dear Doug.
Yeah.
But Doug, I'd vote for Ormic.
Mark Less is biased to Cebu. I was born there. Yeah.
It's nice.
But you can't fly into Orma, John.
Oh, I know. But you can fly into, Lapa there and get a ferry for 2 hours and get there.
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah.
It's 3.
I've been to Orma that way. Yeah. Calvin, it's me.
It's me, Smokey. That's Jeff. He got his real name on there.
Okay.
Good to see you, Jeff. Welcome back.
Well, he evidently must have been on here. He says, it's me, Smokey Mountain.
That's all right.
Smoky Mountain Modeler. Yeah, we thought we lost you.
Yeah.
Jeff, we didn't know what to think. Because I was trying to go back in my memory like,
what did we
say, John?
What did we do?
I don't remember.
I didn't think we did anything, but
fellow traveler says, hello, John and Calvin.
Thank you, fellow.
Oh, okay. John says he's still stuck in the DR, hoping to leave soon. My dog needs permission for the CDC to travel.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. What kind of dog you got?
Wow.
Okay, he says, I'm on my phone, I guess he said. Bad internet here in the
And
middle of nowhere.
I tell you though, middle of nowhere is sometimes nice to be.
Well, I love where he's from. Up there by
The pretty part.
Knoxville.
Yeah, the pretty part of Tennessee.
Yeah, I love Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. We'd go up there every single year when I was married. We'd go like 5 or 6 couples. We'd rent one of those big cabins with a swimming pool in the basement. Well, John, answer that, John. You got a plan of building your own house.
But what I told my wife, I worked 40 years to get the little bit that I have. After 10 years of being with me, I'll build her a house. I think, she has to earn it. I'm sorry. Because if I build a house there just like Calvin, it's not mine. It's hers. Now, 2-year anniversary, I bought her a car. It's hers.
Yeah, and believe it or not, his car really, he could build this house
for 7.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Because the engineer made money on this house. Okay. Now you just build it yourself. You could build
probably
this
the
house
same or
the
close
same.
to it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey,
and I'll be honest
57.
with you, it might be a little bit less because she's a good gal.
Thanks for that super sticker.
Thank you, buddy.
Haitian Gunman. Thanks for that
That's
super chat. He said, John G, what up?
Don't bring your gun here, Haitian.
No, he's talking about John G. Gomez. They
okay.
go at it.
Oh, do they?
Remember they had that super chat battle or something.
Oh, was that them?
Yeah, it was them. Oh, okay.
And the guy that won that super chat battle was the one that put the 0 in the wrong place or something like that.
No,
that wasn't it?
Okay. G. Rich is heading back to Asia in a couple of months. Can't wait. Mr. Baker said, John, without naming names, can you discuss some of your first several girlfriends there and what you learned from those dating?
I'd be more than happy to, Mr. Vegas.
Without naming names.
Yeah,
because
the first gal, and if you send me a private email, I'll even send you pictures. I don't care. But the first gal was in Southern Lady. She was 24 years old, had 2 boys, and I tell you, she was a good gal. I did not understand problems, but her youngest boy was a brat, and they raise their children different here. They let them a lot. They don't discipline them at all. Okay, a lot of them. And so that was that. The second one, I met her in Lapu. She was working at a barbecue, and we got along okay. So I ended up taking her back to her hometown in Batuan City, Mindanao, and she was not a good girl. She had 2 kids also. Her oldest kid was a brat, but her family was poor. She only went to 3rd grade. When she was a little girl, she'd be at the market selling fish bags. 1 peso, sir. 1 peso, sir. So she had a pretty rough life. Never knew her father or mother. Took off when she was in 3rd grade. But she was after a better life, but so was her family. Her brother was a tricycle driver. He came to me and said, well, since you my sister are, well, you need to buy me a new motorcycle. I said, no, since me and your sister are, you need to give me free tricycle rides. It went downhill from there. They asked me for sorry stories and everything else. The third one, I'm trying to think which one was the third. She was okay, but number 7 is the best. She was a province girl, grew up in a small fishing village. I was her first boyfriend, which to me means nothing, but I think in hindsight, yeah, it does. And she was a somewhat naive province girl, real good girl, and I love her. She's the one for me, as long as she can put up with me. And I've given her a good life. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a Cinderella story about her. My current wife, her mother had 4 men. Only one married her. He was the last one. She had kids with 4 men. She never knew her father. Her mother died when she was 13. And nobody take care of her. Her stepfather, who was married to her mother at the time, had 3 kids. And he didn't want her. It's somebody else's kid. So she's in a small fishing village.
What lessons did you learn, John?
Oh, hell, I don't
That's what
know.
he said.
I'm telling another story.
What lesson?
Lessons I learn the culture first. But back to my story. So, an aunt of hers took my wife in, but they used her as a servant. Kind of like what you saw at that house across the street from you, Calvin.
Yeah.
She did all the washing, made all the meals. She said it was so bad. She made breakfast. She went to somebody else's house to talk. They came and got her and said, "Hey, it's time to serve us."
Oh, wow.
But now she's the boss. She goes to the village. Yeah. They wait on her hand and foot, and I think that is.
Yeah.
She tells them what to do.
Yeah. And that's usually what happens when you deal with a foreigner. You know, they get their come up.
She went from nothing, Cinderella, nothing to the queen.
Hey, John Gomez, thanks for the super chat. He said, "Step it up, Haitian gunman. My dog is a Bichon."
I know what it is. I know what Bichon Fridge.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a Bichon Fridge. They are good dogs.
Harold Till says the beautiful young women and freedom. Yeah, that's what you're gonna like about the Philippines. He says, Fanny Kino says, with increasing cost of living in the U.S., the Philippines may become increasingly attractive. It's always been attractive, and it's becoming more and more attractive, Fanny Kino. And that's what I try to tell guys all the time. You worked all that time. The money that you get, don't you want it to go further? It's going to go further here. I don't care who you are.
The rent and labor is cheaper.
A whole lot, And I mean, you can't, but you have to realize you're going to be in the Philippines with that money. You're not going to be in America where the cost of living is so damn high. What $1,000 a month get you in America? Nothing. I love it. Sean said my wife was asking about the horsepower, confusing to me because we use BTUs here in the States. Well, you're going to have, they use horsepower over here. I'm sorry. And I don't know really, John. You know the difference?
I would have to look up. I know what BTUs are. I know what horsepower is. I don't even know for a correlation. But I moved into Calvin's old place. The guys went to hook up my air conditioner. They knew Calvin. They said, "John, yours is bigger than Calvin." I looked at it. There's 4 of them standing there. I looked at them and said, "I've always suspected that, but now you tell me it's true." They all just looked at me dumb. They had no clue what I was talking about.
Dan Hagelman says, "I retired last year. I was waiting for 50
this past
August to come over on an SRP, and then the pandemic hit. Turned out good because it let me prepare better." Yeah, and that's what we need to be doing now if you're really serious about coming over here. Prepare yourself, guys.
Try to cross all your T's.
Find out, do I want to go to Cebu? Do I want to go to Manila? Or do I want to go into the province? What I want to do? Am I going to buy me a car? Am I going to rent?
I tell you what, I think Calvin would agree with this. The worst thing, the harder thing of moving here is moving after you get here. Like what you're going through with electricity and internet and everything else.
Yes. Johnny Grant 67 is the slow, simple lifestyle is what makes it. Yeah. And the Philippines doesn't get, this is what really shocks a lot of people when they get here. They think, when they get here, it's going to be party all the time. I guess if you live in one of these big urban cities, but really outside of that, it slows down, man. It gets real quiet. John Gomez says Haneda Airport and Narita. Yeah. Airports are closed. Says, how long was Moonshine's ride to get to your house? He could walk now. It just lives right around the corner from he lives in my old house now.
Yeah, not far.
I mean, it's about a 5-minute walk.
About a 5-minute walk. I agree with that.
It's going to take you 5 minutes to walk out of here. I'd say
it's not far.
That's not far. Malcolm and Nipson says, "Wait, I thought John went to the Philippines for the
I love it. Now, some people would take offense to that, but I think it's funnier than hell."
He says, "Hey, John, what you like for beer over there?"
San Miguel Pale Pilsner is my favorite.
Just the regular?
Yeah, Pale Pilsner. Now, their Cresceva Negro is good, too.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Thank you, Jason.
Jason Flint says, "Calvin, let me know if you need help with technology. that's my background. I worked in IT and for a couple of internet providers. I can help if you need it. Well, the problem over here, Jason, is
getting something done.
I'm in undeveloped subdivision. And
so you don't have infrastructure here?
I don't know if they're going to run that line. If it's only 100 meters.
That might be 1,000
run. So see, I don't know if they've got enough. If they provide service here,
I'm sure they do, but it'll take you forever to get it. That's the problem. Everything is slow here, guys.
And you gotta have patience, guys. But yeah, it's not so much that I'm having technological problems. It's getting it here. Just having access to it. Really.
It took me 3 months to get it hooked up in my apartment.
Oh, okay. Scott says, man, I can't watch
I'm sorry, Scott. We apologize.
Yeah, we apologize, man. Try to be better.
Sorry, Scott.
Oh, yeah. Philip Rogers said, it doesn't matter if it's that blurry. It's not like we're
really.
Girls in
who wants to
bikinis.
see me?
Hey, Jeffrey Chatter, thanks for that super chat. He said, my favorite YouTube channel. Great info, Calvin.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Happy drink time to you, John.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, he said, oh no, now sound is bad as well. Wow. Okay, what's happening? How long we been on here? Well, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're the only thing. I hope that
mine's off.
You sure? Make sure it's off.
I turned it off. It's off.
We're disconnected.
I did. I'll do it again.
Brother Calvin John is sufficient. You guys' personality.
Thank you very much.
That's Jacob Tanje. Thank you. Oh, he said, I drink Bud Light, brother. What's good over there?
San Miguel Light has more flavor. It's very good. See,
oh yeah. So you think it's better?
San Miguel, yes.
Then Bud
Light. Well, Bud Light has no flavor. San Miguel Light actually has some flavors. Very good.
Yeah, I guess if you get used to that, right? Is that what that is?
I like beer with a little flavor.
Yusuf Amar Habib says, do you get sick less often or more often since you moved to the Philippines? I get sick less. I haven't been sick since I've been here. Now, you'll catch them cold type symptoms from doorknobs and stuff like that. But maybe in my 3 years being here, maybe 3 or 4 times I've had it.
Well, Yusuf, I'll give you my answer. It's very similar. As far as like flus and colds, I get very little, if none. But I do get food poisoning or something bad from the food once in a while.
Yeah, Doug, we're probably at about 240 because remember what I'm looking at. Here's what I've got. I've only got 2 bars too.
Okay.
They're showing right there.
Well, please stick with us, guys, because it will get better.
Yeah, it's gonna get better. Eventually, I'll have the hookup like I did at home.
Well, like I said,
we just don't know.
From here, it looks great, but we don't know. I'll look at it later. Yeah,
but you got to understand. He said the Black Filipino moved from Manila to the province Oriental Mindoro. Well, is that considered the province? No, see, remember? And
it depends.
Up in Luzon,
it depends.
Things are a whole lot different than they are here in Western Visayas. In San Carlos City, man, you can't even it's hard for you to get a thumb drive here, believe it or not. It's just certain things here that you don't have access to. You have to go all the way to Bacala, and it's just how it is with the internet service.
And I think it depends on where it comes from. When I was told mine would be December 9th, they said it came from Manila.
Yeah.
I blurred like John shot after 3 shots. Actually, it takes me about 6 to get there, but thank you, buddy.
He said 122 on my screen. Wow. Let's see. He says, are there any towns heading up to the Don Salvador Mountains, or is it all province area? That's all province area, but, you're going to get these. It's just all province, really.
It's all province.
Up there.
On my way to Don Salvador, there was a public restroom. My wife had to pee. And we stopped there, and sorry store across the street, the guy said, "Hey, John, come on over." They gave me a shot of Tango White rum. So the people are great there.
Yeah, it's all Providence. It's all Providence. No, it is rum. Tango White is rum.
Yes,
you thought it was gin.
But they also make a gin, and I would stay away from it. That's just my opinion.
T. Hall says, I'm a 67-year-old retired Philip Marine. What is my chance of meeting a 50 and up lady?
100%.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, be careful what you ask for where you're going to get it. Now, you're going to get it. You don't want that, man. You're 67, you probably, would want a 30.
I'd say 40 max. 40-year-old max.
50, you're dealing with some.
And very easy.
You're dealing with a different demographic, man, that I don't think you want to deal with.
I mean, as far as meeting a 50-year-old woman, 100% if that's what you want.
Yeah, Miss Vegas. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been to Las Vegas one time in July of 2006. It's not as hot here as it was there. It can be,
but the humidity, that's where it gets you.
But have you been? You've been to Vegas
many times,
man. I'm gonna tell you, I went in July, man. It's the hottest I've ever been. And maybe because I've gotten used to it here. I think that's
the
what it is.
humidity here really gets you.
But at unlike Vegas, at certain times of the day here, though, it's nice.
Yes.
Like
this morning was
5
great.
o'clock, and then early in the morning, 5 o'clock all the way to early in the morning.
It gets better.
It's nice. But when you right now, you go out there now, that's gonna fry you. I don't care if you blue, black, purple, white. This sun over here is no respect of person.
It's brutal. It's brutal. It really is.
It takes no prisoners. We were just talking about this, Heather. No, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving over here. And unless somebody says Happy Thanksgiving to me, I probably would have forgotten.
I did. My brother sent and said Happy Thanksgiving. I said, hell, it's Thanksgiving. I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Now, Savemore does have butterballs down there right now, but guess what? Neither one of us has enough to cook one.
Yeah. Now, I was telling you about if you looked at when he turned over the keys to me, there was a American here who was with a Filipino couple. He's got them celebrating Thanksgiving now because he's married to their niece or something like that. And they started raising, now they're affluent, they have money. They start raising turkeys in his honor just for the fact that he celebrates Thanksgiving every year, but they don't celebrate that over here. Mark Richard said at T. Hall, I'm 66 and my beautiful girlfriend's 27. Yeah, I don't think you want a 50-year-old woman over here because, I don't know, it's just the sun has a lot to do with it. Now, of course, if you're affluent and you don't have to be out there in that sun so much, you may have a chance, but I don't know if I'd want a 50-year-old woman over here. Hey, Peaceful 100 times said, hey, Calvin, I'm in a long-distance relationship, and I can't wait to get off the hamster wheel. Okay, now let me ask you something. Have you met her before? I just, a long-distance chat. Is that what you're having? A long-distance conversation instead of a long-distance relationship? Is it a long-distance conversation? And that's why I ask guys all the time. Kenny Ray said, Calvin, what happened to those little puppies that used to hang out at your house? They're still here tearing up my garbage. That's why I'm having my wall built now. They started on it. I'm going to videotape it once all they're doing now is digging the holes for the post and everything. But yeah, Kenny, they're still around here tearing up my garbage. I don't care how much I feed them. They turn my garbage up. So now I'm going to get some bleach and pour in there to discourage them. Daryl, what's going on? It's my buddy from Seattle. He said, Calvin, can you share what first term comers should wear coming out the plane. Oh man, I would say shorts, a t-shirt, light clothes, guys. And when I say light, I mean lightweight. What do you call these shirts right here they sent me that absorb the sweat? But don't wear anything tight here because the heat will expose that tightness.
Wear loose clothing.
I wouldn't wear blue jeans here. I mean, I'm saying he's asking me. I wear a lot of cotton.
Cotton is the best. Get that polyester, it's harder than hell.
Yeah, I've got two pairs of long pants. I've got one pair of jeans that I wear when I have to go to immigration.
I got one pair of skinny jeans.
And I've got a nice pair of Ralph Lauren dress pants that I bought. I've never worn them. I've never went to a place that required it. But yeah, and then make sure you have some good, comfortable shoes, whether they're rubber shoes or flip-flops, because you're going to need it. You're going to do more walking here than you do at home.
There was a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Eric Terry says, how many years left to buy your wife a house? I've been together almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, so we got eight left.
More years left. Yeah.
And
but he bought a car already.
I bought her a car.
So she could sell that car and build her a house if she wanted to. Right?
Yeah.
Buck said dress for Hawaii. Have you ever been to Hawaii, Buck?
Hawaii.
Yeah, Mark Les says so human. I take a shower after taking a shower.
Okay.
That's one thing you have to
That's good. That's something good to bring up. Everybody wants hot water, and I did, but when I used hot water for a shower, I dried myself off. I sweat so much, it was like I never even dried off. The cool shower is a way to go.
Yeah, I already read his question. I would have shorts. I would wear cotton. I've got a lot of these, the type of shirts, this material that absorbs the sweat. What's it called? Because they use them in the running community.
It dries real fast.
Yeah. But cotton, short sleeve shirts, John doesn't wear, he wears collars.
I think these make me harder. That's in my head. What I did the last trip over here, I got on the plane. It was February. It was cold. I had long pants, long sleeve shirt. I had a jacket. I went in the bathroom on the 15-hour flight over here. I got on shorts. I got on flip-flops. I got on a cool shirt, and I threw those in the garbage.
John Gomez says, any good bowling alleys in your area?
I don't know if they have any here or not.
I'm trying to think. If they have one in Zamboanga, well, remember, if you go to Bacalet, I'm sure they do.
They probably
We're in San Carlos City. It's a city, but it's not going to have stuff like that here.
I call it a provincial town.
But 2 hours from here, you're going to find all of that.
Or you can go over to Cebu, 3 hours away. You'll get whatever you want.
Yeah. Let's see. I love the China says, I can't remember seeing an ambulance when I was in the
I've seen quite a few.
I've seen quite a few. But they're not really ambulances. They're just transportation. They're not going to have anybody in there that's going to render you aid. Very few of them.
You might be right. See, I don't know that.
There's very few of them, yeah. But they'll tell you that in here, in the Philippines, they'll tell you. Hey, Andy. Andy Rye.
That name's not familiar with me, but thank you for joining us.
Eric Terry says, parvo in puppies is caused by the canine parvovirus. This virus is highly contagious and spreads through direct contact when an infected dog or by indirect contact with a contaminated object.
I've heard of it before.
Okay, Peaceful 100 says, hey, Calvin, John, I'm in New York. Start getting cold. I want to get off that hamster wheel so bad. I know, man. I tell you, I'm an insurance agent, and I had to go to my client's house. And that's one thing that broke me more than anything. Getting in and out of that cold-ass car, waiting on the porch for them to answer the door. And
now, when we had that brownout today, Calvin was threatening to make a hamster wheel generator, make me run on it so we could do the live stream.
He says, hey, you guys are the best. I look forward to watching Kentucky Wildcats play. And you guys are right next to them.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Now, that's a big.
Where's he at in Kentucky?
Somerset.
Somerset?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Wonder Woman actor is in Red Notice. Yeah, it's a good movie, but I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen that plot somewhere. I was looking while I was watching the movie last night. I was like, where did I see this plot before? Almost the same plot.
Well,
Where they go to the man's house. He's having a party, and they have to go upstairs and break into the room. And I'm trying to think. It's going to hit me. Okay, says I'm a new dude.
welcome, Jeremiah.
He's been on here before. Clifford Root says I would have to get a noise machine if I lived there with a rotating light outside my window. It's so quiet. He lives in the province for real, Clifford Root. He did a short on his channel the other night showing what it's like at night. It's pitch black.
As far as the noise machine, my air conditioner, my noise machine.
Yeah. Well, you can't hear, man.
No, I don't hear it.
You don't hear it at all, do you?
I hear the fan.
Now, if I cut the fan off, I don't know why you got the fan on anyway.
Really, but it's nice not to be dripping wet with sweat.
Yeah.
I don't hear his air conditioner
At all. I mean, these guys, they really did a good job.
Now, a friend of ours, an expat here, he has the same split unit. I don't know exactly the same, but close. His electric bill is cheaper than mine running and a window air conditioner. So I'm anxious to see what your electric bill will be.
Yeah. Door 14 says a glitter ball. Yeah. You don't want to fool
Disco
with,
ball.
But see, be careful what you ask for
You
here.
just might get it.
No, you're going to get it. He's going to go out there and it'll be a birthday party or something, because once they start with that karaoke, man, you can't shut it off.
Well, but they gave us numbers. San Carlos has numbers from the police just for karaoke. They gave it to you, they gave it to me.
Yeah.
But I would never call the police on my neighbors. I would wait until they sober. I talked about this with an expat from a viewer of yours
Yeah.
On another channel. And I would never call the police on my neighbors. Now, if they have loud karaoke going to 2 in the morning, the next day I go over and say, hey, guys, please don't do that no more. But I wouldn't call the police on them.
When you have problems with your neighbors, you don't go to the police anymore. You go to the barangay.
Well, if I had to do that, I would rather go to, I did the same thing in the U.S. I would go to them first.
Michael Miller says, what's it like to work there? We don't work. I mean,
You can't.
I wouldn't work here.
You can't. You
Well,
work for
TJ works for an American company.
But he is the exception to the rule. Are you going to work for $6 a day?
You know, but unless your job's gonna transfer you here, like they did.
Like him or that guy who worked for the embassy up there.
Hey, retired 2019. Thanks for that super
Thank you,
chat.
buddy.
He said, Calvin, it was 40 degrees on Monday in Raleigh, and I got in my car and drove to Savannah, Georgia. Spent 3 days there. Oh man, I know it's nice in Savannah.
Herb, you're gonna have 3
Thanks for that
kids. You got to
super
take
chat.
care of them.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that because it's hot all year round here. Okay, Joe Black, thanks. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Joe.
it. He says, if I didn't shower in the PI, I'd be sticky as wall paint. Yeah. See, that's what you got to be careful for. And that's why I tell my girlfriend when I get out of the shower, make sure that fan is on. And when we live in John's place, it'd be the air con. We haven't got the air con in there yet. Because if not,
Well, hell, just come out here. You don't need it.
yeah, because if not, you're going to get
Just as wet as
wet
the shower.
again. You got to take another.
And when I was in Southern Lady, most people took 2 showers, 3 showers a day just to cool down. Thank you, Bach.
Yeah, he's telling you.
He's a good man.
Clifford Roos says, yeah, Cebu's a great first
That's
trip
what I
starting
would say.
destination. I would, because I'm going to tell you something else about Cebu. You don't have to leave Cebu Island. There's so many nice places
agree.
there. Comodes Island, Bantayan Island, Malboal. You can go to Malapascua. It's just so many places you can go on Cebu. You don't have to leave.
In 3 hours, you can be over here in San Carlos with us.
Yeah, I love the chance. Said my first trip to Manila was in 2000. Traffic was bad then, but much worse in 2017. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. You don't want to be a new person and encounter that traffic.
I agree.
You would never come back.
You don't want to be an old person in that traffic.
I didn't do a whole lot of things right on my first trip, but I did fly into Cebu.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even know it, but I knew I didn't want
that's
parts
what
of
I was
Manila.
saying. How'd you know that? Because this is my third trip before I flew to Cebu.
Well,
I'm glad I
here's
did.
what I did. I knew I didn't want to fly into Manila. So when I found out I could fly into Cebu, I flew into Cebu.
And I'll tell you what, you made a great decision there. Lucked onto it, but that's okay.
Yeah, it was a big decision that I made. RLVRV says secondary and feeder roads are already packed here in Manila.
I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, you got to realize Metro Manila has 13 million people or something like that, okay? Second most congested
That's a big
city in the world, in a place that was designed to hold only 800,000 people, guys. So it's a nightmare. And then, you got every scam in the book going on up there. You getting them taxi cabs, be careful, man, up there.
What I do with taxis, I'll get in the front seat with them, turn on my MapQuest. Oh, no, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, you better be careful, man. G. Rich says all depends on your purpose of your trip. Well, Manila's the metropolis. It's the main place,
Okay.
So everything's going to be there. If you need to go to the U.S. Embassy, obviously you're going to fly into Cebu.
But you can do it.
Manila.
But you can do Cebu too. Go to the embassy there.
Well, the consulate. It doesn't do half the stuff.
Okay.
And then it's got some old messed up, jacked up hours anyway.
I agree with that.
You got to be real careful. They're only open for 2 or 3 hours in the morning, then they close, and then you got to come back. Okay. Yeah, it's real funny.
I've only been there once.
Yeah.
But they really got tight security there, I can tell you that.
When I was there, I don't know if it's still the same, but it was in the basement of the
waterfront hotel. Yeah, that's
casino.
where it was when I was there, but that's been 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I couldn't take my backpack in or nothing.
Okay, 808. Be careful out there.
Good luck.
He said I'm a veteran too. Michael Miller said I'm a veteran too. Yeah. Dana Middleton said, Calvin, who lives in the Balamban area?
I never heard of
it. That's not far from here. Really? Balamban?
I'd have to get out the map.
It's not that far. I think she's got 10 people that live.
How far? 10 kilometers?
It's over by Toledo. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's maybe like an hour from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a nice place to live, I'm sure.
Well, the max money you can bring mostly any place is 10,000. Unless you want to try it like John did. I wouldn't do that.
Well, yes. And when they say 10,000, I met a Texan down in Mindanao. He brought 10,000 and had $200 more in pocket change. He said it turned into a big deal. 10,000 max.
You got lucky though, John, when you brought the 110,000.
Well, see, I declared it. My naivety. Well, I declared it, but when I got to the line, they had the non-declared and declared. I went through there. They didn't even search me.
Yeah. T-Man said, Calvin and John, this is Tyrone Saint Sincere. I think Saint. Yeah, Saint Sincere, yeah. Oh, okay, he changed his name, yeah.
Okay, we got you now.
10 years, no comment? What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about the house?
Well, I worked 40 years for what I got. 10 years, I don't think that's that unreasonable to get something like a house.
Sammy says, Kuya Calvin, please allow me this message to all you here. I'm a lady boy and I'm a YouTuber. Someone your follower add me in Facebook and say something. Please don't judge. Know a person first before you do. Yeah. Let me say this. We don't condone that on our channel, guys. Come on. This is an all-inclusive channel. Believe it or not, Sammy, her being from the Philippines, she can answer a lot of questions that I probably can't answer.
I agree.
Probably a good resource of information, guys. And then let the truth be told, some of you guys on here like lady boys. Maybe she can hook you up with some of her friends or something.
Well, I'll tell you, I have many offer to me.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike, I was very surprised. But all kids are not created equal. Calvin's stepkids here, I tell you, unless they are very good at hiding their true selves, they're good.
They're outstanding.
Yeah, they're good.
And that's but see, that comes from the mother being around there 100% of the time. You know, that not OFWs and all that stuff like that.
I had two girlfriends as kids. Both of them had one that was an effing brat.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it gets cringy over it sometimes. You'll see women feeding, like my son down in Zamboanga. I get mad when the grandma's feeding him. He's 10 years old. Let him feed his own self.
Well, yeah, I'll go for that.
But one of her friends around the corner, same age, she feeds her son. I'm like, really? He's the 10 or 11 years old.
Okay, Calvin, have you ran into this where a kid might be 5 or 6 and he plays with his mother's breast? Have you seen that yet? Because I've seen it twice.
I haven't seen it.
And
but
I thought that was kind of weird.
Well, that's because a lot of times they will let them suck on the breast until the kid decides it's not. But once they start biting your breast and stuff like that, it's time to wean them off.
I've seen 4-year-old kids playing with their mother's breast when they go to sleep. I just think it's weird.
Saying, my girlfriend's daughter, I think she was 3 or 4. Right. Still sucking the breast. So I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's 3 or 4. Hey, Pumpkin Joe Philippines. For instance, Calvin John, how do you feel about needing the S-Pass to travel? I'm happy to open up the thing here, but the S-Pass approval is a bit of a pain. I thought it was some kind of QR code that you could get, Pumpkin Joe, but I know you have to apply for this S-Pass thing. Is it that bad? I don't know.
I don't know what the S-Pass is, but I was told by a very, very knowledgeable expat here that our COVID cards are not good for international travelers. Supposedly, you get the international travel COVID vaccine card.
Robert Johansson says, your thoughts about 1 week Dubai, 1 week Manila first time there. Yeah.
I'd skip Manila.
Yeah.
That's me.
No, he said 1 week in Dubai and 1 week in Manila. That's a great plan.
I'd skip Manila.
But that's what's going to happen, here's what happens to you when you come to the
I stay 2 weeks in Dubai.
You're going to come to a place, you're going to like it so much.
Probably
then when it's time for you to leave,
you don't want to.
You ain't going to want to leave. But yeah, that's a good place. Because like I said, man, you can't come to the Philippines without coming to Manila. It's just, it's like iconic. Manila's iconic.
I've never been to Manila. Just the airport, and I never left it. But that's me.
I have. It's a lot to see there in Manila.
Does Robert have a girlfriend here already? If not, you want to spend 2 weeks in your first place to meet people.
Oh, Jason Will says, a Filipino's discipline their kids' moms use a flipper. I haven't seen them.
No, I have seen, especially the grandmas.
Well, the grandmas,
they're mean.
Yeah, the grandmas.
They'll pick up a piece of bamboo and hit them and everything else.
Yeah,
but
grandmas.
It depends.
Yeah. Mark Les says, I had Filipino discipline. I got hit in the ass with whatever parent was holding at the time. Yeah, but remember, it's just like saying in America, it's gotten weaker. The parents have gotten weaker. My mother would whoop us and my father up into a certain age, but me whooping my kids, I can't remember ever whooping my kids.
Well, I'll tell you, my parents, yeah, they'd whip you up to a certain age, like 50 or 60.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Okay, Yusuf. He says,
that's
Calvin.
A good point.
No, it's not. He said, Calvin, many times you say, don't send money to people you never met. But at the same time, you say people have a hard time there and need help. Can you explain the difference to your viewers?
That's good.
Absolutely, because you have to understand something. You're meeting these women on these dating sites, man. So a lot of times when, they're not only asking you for money, but they're asking 3 or 4 people for money. And then my question to you would be, why do you feel an obligation to send them money? I mean, you don't know them. It's not like it'll be a difference when you come over here and actually see
I agree.
What's going on. Because I say that because I've been here on and off for 12 years. I see the games that they play. That's the reason I tell you. I did it before. I'm no different than anybody else. I gave money. I sent money. But I learned a lesson. So I tell you, I give you the nitty gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. if you want to do that, go ahead, but there's no guarantee about it. You just want to say, hey, here's some money to buy your kids something to eat. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do that. They're going to go get clothes or get their nails done or something like, maybe get high. You know, everybody, the need is so great over here. Everybody needs help over here. I told John today, I cannot, with good conscience, help anybody specifically anymore. I'm going to do the spin wheel only because the games people play over here.
You've got burnt too many times.
Yeah, you know, and so that's why I'm giving you my experience. I'm not just giving you something somebody said.
I never sent a woman a dime till I got here. Now, in hindsight, after being here, I know how hard they got it. I might, but just not very much. We have one viewer that says, I take what I'd spend a week on Big Macs. I'll send that to her. I don't expect nothing more. That's okay. I mean, as long as you're not expecting anything.
Yeah, it's just a thin line, Yusuf, when, you know, I mean, when a woman asks you for money like that, it's, you know, but a lot of times, I don't even blame the woman. I blame us because we're trying to put these ladies on layaway. We're trying to put them in reserve.
He's 100% right.
You know,
we're trying to buy them. It's our fault. Yes, I agree.
So,
but if you just give them a little bit, you look at $30.
You got to look at your motive behind that. Remember, you're a grown man. I'm just giving you a suggestion and saying, hey, look, this is what I'm seeing. The money you sending over here. Here's what they're doing with it. Here's what I see them doing with it. All right. And it just doesn't, without, you won't even loan your brother $20, but some woman in the Philippines says, hey, you know, I need money for rice and diapers and milk for my kids. Can you send me something? The whole point of them asking you and having these sorry looking backgrounds is to take advantage of your sympathy. They know that you're going to have pity on them. That's part of the game, man. So just be careful. It's okay to send a little bit, I guess, if that's what you want to do.
If it makes you feel better, and
go ahead.
It's not going to break you. Don't expect nothing in return.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, don't be shocked when, you know, because I'm trying to tell you that the majority of Filipinos, they're not going to ask you for anything online like that. There's something called an unspoken agreement. When you get over here, you got to spend all that money anyway. You got to buy a plane ticket to get over here. That's not free. You can't, you know, you got to have a place to stay when you get here. You got to have food to eat. Why are you sending money beforehand? I don't get it. And plus, they're doing just fine before they met you.
That's always the thing I've always said. You got along okay before me.
I've never heard of this, David. He said, Calvin John, I heard the U.S. government created a website for America. No.
He's talking about something different.
Yeah, he's talking about something different to help track Americans in the diaspora for child support payments. No, I don't believe that because you have to understand they're not U.S. citizens until you go through that process. Okay, and just because somebody says, "Hey, he's the father of my child," well, there's no proof. I mean, imagine that.
But guys, don't come over here making a bunch of kids.
Unless you're going to do the right thing. Unless you're going to do the right thing. But remember, we're not moral. We're not speaking from some moral hilltop.
I know I'm not. I made every mistake you can.
You know, it says, have you ever tried Caribbean rum?
Oh, yeah, I've had it many times. Bacardi is, you know, has a very, like the world standard, but tell you what you get here is just as good.
Pumpkin Joe says, my wife disciplines our kids.
Really?
Oh, yeah, really. We saw him here. Remember? Yeah, she sure does.
Now,
Pumpkin
we're just
Joe
playing. Don't get mad, but...
discipline her as a child. I think a spanking is needed in some circumstances, yeah.
Well,
I mean, but hell, your daughter's only a year old, right? 18 months or something.
You started on him. That was good.
Yeah, you're not going to... yeah, you know.
Well, what I was told by the first Panay I had here was, he'll get better when he gets older. Well, I ain't putting up with that crap now.
I get this question all the time. I guess it's John 924. JHN 924. He said, Calvin, you worry about China aggression in the region? No, because There's no reason for China to be aggressive with the Philippines. They get whatever they want out of the Philippines anyhow.
That's about true.
Without a fight. And the Philippines and China has a history, man. It goes back thousands and thousands of years, man.
And it hasn't worked out that well for the Philippines, but yeah.
You know, this offshore gambling is basically in the Philippines. It's run by the Chinese. You know, it's just
there's a lot of things.
There's no reason for them to take over the Philippines. They have nothing to gain, everything to lose.
As long as Taiwan is not occupied by communist China, I think we're safe here. That's my opinion.
Okay, here's Jason Will.
I see Lynn's on here.
Yeah, but I mean, by you being in the Philippines, I mean, that would be, if China invaded the Philippines, that would be World War III, because America's got so much interest here that they would have to protect their interests.
Like I say, I think as long as Taiwan's safe, we're safe. That's my opinion. I see Lynn San Diego. Good to see you.
Yeah, but
Lynn.
what does Taiwan have to do with the Philippines?
Because as long as Taiwan, China considers Taiwan part of them.
Okay.
Until they take over their own country, they're not going to bother somebody else.
Yeah, but what I'm saying just has nothing to do with that. It's a whole different situation. I'm not even worried about them taking. I don't even worry about stuff like that.
Well, like I say, if they take over Taiwan, then I'll start to worry. Until then, I'm not worried.
Sam Cope, thanks for that super chat. He said, "Hey guys, retired military here, but looking for health insurance to buy when I move there."
He knows more about it than I do.
Feel help. Yo, there's a guy that comes on this channel. He's called Michael Onstad, and he has a Facebook page. It's called Healthcare in the Philippines. Sam, go on his Facebook. He's got a Facebook page. He'll help you, and it's really affordable over here. I think $1 million. Shut the door, John. Come on now, shut the door. We got kids in here. The 1.5 million peso policy that he's pitching, I think it's 600 a year. But you have to talk to him, because there's one even less, because I think you can get 500,000 pesos, $1 million, and 1.5 million coverage. And but he have more answers for you, because I'm retired. But he's been in the business, I think he said 32 years. Hey, Lynn, San Diego 102, good to see you. You dirty puppy says, Puppy Joe's Philippine experience, I agree, is also to be involved in your kids' life and teach them boundaries. Yeah. But, you know, at 2 years old, I guess, you know, Booby is 15 months. I don't spank Booby, really. She don't understand. I'm saying she don't understand what I'm spanking her for.
She's a good kid.
But if I see her, like today, she had the lotion, get ready to open it up. I took the lotion, she cried. So what? Cried. You're a crybaby.
She's a good kid.
Road to the Philippines. Hey, Danny, thanks for the super chat. He said, hey, guys, you mentioned in previous videos that nobody mentions the losers in cryptocurrency. I started investing this month and have lost over 4,000. Wow. Well, thank you, Danny, for stepping forward and helping guys like me. I'm just too old, I think, to try to learn something new like that every day. It couldn't be that simple. And I just tell guys, you know, just don't invest any more than you can stand to lose, you know, because I see guys on Facebook all the time, oh, you know, I'm up, but they never tell how much they invest. You know, if you got 100 yen and you bought Ford stock, you got 5 pieces of Ford stock at $20 each, you know, so it's really confusing, guys. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you're right, Mark Les. And remember, guys, China has a history. China has not went to war or had any aggression toward any of its neighbors since 1979 with Vietnam. They're not the United States, man. Yeah, you know, I worry more about the United States being aggressive somewhere over here than China. I'm just saying. Okay. Hey, Jeffrey Taylor says, my favorite YouTube channel. Great
Thank you,
info,
Jeffrey.
Calvin. Happy drink time to you, John.
Thank you, buddy. Well, since you twist my arm.
G. Rich says, when I'm in the province, I feel relaxed and free. I don't even think about the United States.
Good.
I don't either, to be honest with you. Yeah, follow the rules and don't make it complicated. And that's what I told the guy the other day, and that's what me and John was talking about. If you come to the Philippines, if you play their game over here, man, you're going to live a good life.
I agree.
But if you come over here trying to change the Philippines, you're going to have a headache. You're probably going to die of a heart attack because they do it their own way. And, well, hell, they basically taken over, man, is what I'm trying to tell you, Patrick. China does in the Philippines what it wants to do anyhow. I mean, what's the Philippines going to do to China?
If they ever took over and put us under their rule, we'd probably leave. But we're okay.
Yeah, I mean that's not going to happen. I think China owns just as much of the United States as it does the Philippines.
Probably more.
You know, I mean, I'd be worried about them taking over the U.S. first, to be honest with you.
We already got Jeff?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
I don't know how we went, but okay. Hey, Lynn, said, Calvin, did you that one video of you, another channel with you on the thumbnail with two pretty girls in a bikini split screen? No, I didn't see that. And you know, what I do is I ignore stuff like that, Lynn. I only concentrate. I do my content for my supporters. Not that I pay very little attention to the haters because they're putting out a lot of stuff out there.
Just ignore.
I mean, imagine taking your precious time. To me, time is precious to make a video like that. I don't, you know, they have no authority. First of all, they have no, reputation.
Calvin's tried to get me in a bikini a couple times. I keep resisting.
I don't know. But I tell you this, whatever you ask them, they'll do, okay? Because when I met my girlfriend, she did. But I said, hey, I like a little landing strip down there. I want to see where I'm going. So she stopped.
Most of them don't have to.
Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Express said, my wife and I want to see you, John. We're still waiting on you to make your YouTube move. He's not going to do it.
I'm not.
He's not going to do it because, first of all, John's afraid of the trolls.
Hey, I'll fight with them. I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying, though, yeah, you say that now because you're not on there.
I get it anyway.
Not like you would, not like I get it.
You get it pretty bad.
Yeah, I get it pretty bad. Something like that. So Calvin, sound is good here. Must be on there. And then you gotta see. Some people think it's pressure. With me, it's not pressure. You just talk about what you would want somebody to talk about. A lot of times, that's what goes into my vlog. I see something on here that spike my interest. Like when the guys keep coming high quality buildings, I come up with some content like that. But I usually just talk about things that I would want somebody to talk to. Like the other day, I did the emergency in case of an emergency.
I haven't watched that one yet. I need to. I think it's a good one.
And if I drank, I would talk about the drinks here. If I went to the clubs, I talk about the clubs. But I don't go to clubs and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. All provinces are not the same.
I agree.
And all provincial people are not the same.
Agree.
Some province, I'm gonna tell you something. If you go down in Cebu land, right above Dumaguete, man, they look like they're out of the like cavemen. They've got that facial structure, and even my helper has that sort of look.
She looks a little different.
Like
I agree with that.
She looks a lot different.
I agree with that.
They're not all the same, guys.
But as far as the shaving goes, most Filipinos do not have that much hair.
Anyhow, but majority of them do shave.
Yes.
Down there.
Yes.
Okay. You dirty puppy says stomach problems are more often than cold. But see, I've never had
I
any
agree with
stomach
that.
problems
I
here.
have, but I had those in the U.S. too. So
Roger says, John, you can drink Imperador.
I tell you, I don't like it's too weak for me. Why do you want to drink something 55 proof when you can get 80 proof? Same price.
Robert Dame says it's the travel advisories that keep people away. Nobody wants to come home like that priest that they kidnapped with his fingernails pulled out and his head mailed back to Manila for his mother. Yeah, but you got to understand there are some places in any part of the world where you don't want to go. I tell you, you're not welcome along that southern Sulu Sea, south of Zamboanga City, Baziland, Holo Sulu, Tawi. You're not welcome there, okay?
And you may not be welcome in the south or west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, guys. You don't want to go, well, Marawi is, now that the government's taking it back over again, but I still wouldn't go there because you know that the bad guys are hiding out there. It's like being in Vietnam over here. You can't tell the good guys from the bad guys.
I agree with that.
You just got to be, on that, you can really depend on the travel advisory. Don't go to those places, but majority of the places over here in the Philippines, you're safe, man. You're safer here than you are at home.
I agree with that. Especially around the big cities.
Especially around the police, man. I'm scared to death of the police in America.
We see them here. We wait. Hey, how you doing,
They want to take pictures with me here.
I agree with that.
So, yeah, you got to use your due diligence, guys. Don't be stupid. You got common sense that brought you this far. Use it when you come over here. If somebody says, hey, don't go to Holo Salute,
don't go.
Even though they got that duck bill bird over in Tawi, don't go there. I'm sorry. Mo says, sunshine and moonshine, good morning. Can you remember how long it took your stomach to settle down and adjust to the new food, fruits, and vegetables?
You go first.
Well, for some reason, when I get to the Philippines, I'm constipated. I don't know why that is. I guess because I don't drink enough water on the plane over here. But I never had a problem with the food over here.
I do. But I had it in the U.S. too. So. Yeah,
but I've never had any problem because the food over here is a lot fresher. It's a lot richer to me, but I never had any problem with it because we eat some pretty messed up stuff over there. All that processed stuff in America.
Well,
everything's in a box.
If you eat balut chicken intestine here, that's pretty wild too,
Yeah, I don't eat that. It's natural stuff over here, though.
I agree.
And I'm natural. You don't know what's it. They told me if it comes in plastic, don't eat it. And everything comes in plastic over there, in boxes and everything.
My stomach has never got used to the water here.
Yeah. Mindoro Oriental sounds dangerous. No. That's not dangerous there, right there. But I tell you, North Cotabato has got some problems there, down in Mindanao. But South Cotabato doesn't. And both of them is real close to General Santos. I've never had any problems, man. I don't know if because people tell me I look like I'm Filipino. What about a tricycle driver today? I called him my brother, and I had him before. He's as dark as me. He looks like his father could be from Africa.
I meet Filipinos every day as dark as Calvin. He's not that dark, but I still do.
T-Man says, can the internet there get pro boxing? Yeah. And remember, I've got a guy, Iskandari Television. He sells an app where you can watch all the everything.
You get like 3,000 channels.
3,000
I'm going to have to
channels
look into that. But I'm thinking since the first time since 2018, I'm going to get a TV.
Yeah, but see, if Pac-Man's fighting, you can get it for free. They'll show it on regular TV here. Yeah, see, he says, yeah, I agree with the thumb drives. My P9 family is requesting I bring thumb drives for them on my eventual return. Yeah. And see, I wanted a thumb drive and they gave me a flash drive. That's not the same thing.
As long as it works, who cares?
But it's just it's a lot of things that you can't get in San Carlos City. Anything past south of the Science, I'm not venturing to. I'm not that adventurous. But really, I'm going to tell you, some of the nicest parts of the Philippines are in Mindanao. And the cost of
Northern
living.
Mindanao is very
That's what I'm saying. It's very nice. If you go to Surigao, remember I told you I was in a province right outside of Bislick City. It's called Luigan. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. No one's there. I mean, the MPA, but they're not going to bother you, man. They have a problem with the government. They don't have a problem. They're not trying to kidnap you and different things like that. They're not the Abu Sayyaf.
Cagayan, it's nice.
Cagayan,
Yeah, that's nice.
the Oro, yeah, I've been
That's
there before.
nice.
You've been there before?
Yeah, met a lot of Australians there.
Roger and Ishmael said that's the problem here in San Carlos City. Internet and electricity is really bad. And that's what I say, with Jason Flint. It's not that I'm having any techno problems. Hell, we just don't.
No electricity.
Yeah, we don't have any access to it here.
Roger, I saw you and your wife out with cell phones on the curb yesterday. You playing Axie? I'm just curious.
He says, how is the inflation in America impacting the exchange rate in the Philippines? Actually, I didn't see it. Hold on for a second. Let me look at the exchange rate.
We got a buddy going. We don't know what it is now.
Let me see what it is real fast. Wow. The United States has put some drug charges, 50.32. So it's back above 50. But damn, the United States has brought drug charges against a Filipino here.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I mean,
the United States, they overreaching, man. They need to quit all that. You cannot stop the drug trade, man. Come on. I don't give a damn what you do.
Well, you can really slow it down if you do what Duterte did.
Well, he hasn't stopped it. He hasn't slowed it down.
It's really slowed down, though.
No. I'm sorry,
Okay.
John. No, sorry.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay.
They ain't stop nothing. All you got to do is go into Manila Times, Cebu Daily News, Inquirer.net. Every single day they're busting people with these, drugs.
I wouldn't mess with them.
But yeah, it's not really impacting exchange rate. What was impacting exchange rate for a long time here was the pandemic, when all the borders were closed and they didn't need the U.S. dollar like they do. But as you see things loosening up, it had got to 51 here a couple of weeks ago. Malcolm McNipson said, go into more detail about dating women over 40 there.
No problem.
Well, the thing is, a lot of them don't age well over here.
And
because of the sun.
If they had a hard life.
If you're fluent, then it's a different story.
I agree.
I would say once you get mid-40s, man, you're going downhill after that over here. I'm sorry, man.
If they had a hard life, yes.
The masses we're talking about.
Now, Malcolm, dental would be a problem. So just be prepared to put a little money in your teeth. You'll be okay.
Now, what are you talking about, Pumpkin Joe? He said, but very pricey to live there. Oh, okay. Seattle, Washington said, we sound fine. Thanks, Daryl.
He's been with you from the beginning.
Says, how do I handle the heat here? Is there a cool month? No, but there's a cool time of day. Early in the morning and from about 5 p.m. on into the early morning.
And if it's too hot for you, you can always go to the mountains, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler every day.
Or go to the mall or go swimming. Remember, I go to the beach. There's a lot of shade here, though, in the Philippines.
I agree.
A lot of shade here. And I get a breeze in front of my house right now where I live now, but I've just gotten used to it, man. When I walked from here to catch the tricycle to meet John this morning, I burned up, man. It's hot. But I just got used to it, and I keep thinking, I just love the tropics, man. I could deal with the heat because when it's cold, I can't put on enough clothes. Not me.
I can.
I can't put on enough clothes to get warm in America.
But when it gets hot, I only take so many out. People start laughing and pointing.
Yeah, because see, as an insurance agent, one thing I can't do is overdress because most of my clients are older. And when you go in their house, I don't care. they're going to have the heat pumped up in the winter, and you're going to burn up.
November, December, January are cool months here, but if you can't handle it, then you'll never handle it. Plus, you go to the mountains.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I handle it. Free man is. I'm getting used to it. I don't go out a whole lot, but we're going to swim. We're going swimming later, and because believe it or not, Filipinos, they haven't even gotten used to the heat. They don't like going swimming when it's hot. That's when you go.
Here's what I found about the Filipinos: if it's 90 degrees, over 90 degrees are hot. If it's under 90 degrees, they're cold.
Okay, Jeff, she says it's okay right now.
Good.
I hope.
Jeff's been with you a long time, too.
Yeah, Dana Middleton says, I'm seeking a quiet, peaceful lifestyle with access to a city when I get that itch. That's why I keep asking you about Balamban.
See, I don't know what's
Balamban is like, it's on Cebu Island. It's maybe right across the bay from here. It's like a 45-minute fast crowd ride from here. You're right there by, it's like a municipality.
So how long would it take him to go to Cebu City?
Probably an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, you get whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good place for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Balamban, yeah. It's not that far.
I'll have to look on the map. I don't know where it's at.
How would you carry money? Well, I just don't carry that much money on me. I usually carry, the most I've ever carried, I take $5,000. That's $100. And that's a lot in San Carlos. You really don't need that.
I agree. I've carried more, but I agree. Carry in different pockets. That's the way I did.
Yeah, you can do it that way. I just don't carry a lot. He says he only wears denim. John got some denim shorts on now, but yeah. I don't think that would be too bad. But I don't wear denim anything.
Denim's
it's
hot.
It's hot.
Denim's hot. These denim shorts I brought, these are from U.S. I had them for almost 2 years before I started wearing them because it's so hot.
Yeah, Lynn says Hawaii's not humid, Philippines is humid. Yeah, Philippines can get humid. But it's some things you can do here, man, and even when you go down by any body of water, you're always going to get that breeze coming out the water. So that's a way you can handle it. But there's a lot of shade here in the Philippines. If I go right outside my house right now, right across from me, it's a land of shade. It's a land of shade. Pumpkin Joe said he came to the Philippines during the dead heat of winter. Me too. I arrived here in a thick winter sweatsuit. Stupidity as bad. I had on a pullover Baltimore Ravens hoodie because we came here December coming from Chicago. But I knew that's the heaviest thing I had. I froze riding from the hotel to the airport, but once I got there, I knew. I said, shh. Once I get to the Philippines, dry fit is what I wear. That's what this is. And they sent me these from the States. I would wear these guys. They're very cool. But, when it's hot, I could walk outside. It gets hot over here sometimes. Naked, you're still going to be hot.
Still hot.
You're still going to be hot.
That's why I always like the cold better than hot. I can always put on more clothes, but in the hot, I don't take so many off.
Yeah, it cools down dramatically at night.
Oh, yeah.
And see, I'm going to do a video once this opens up. I'm going to do it here because there's nothing to do here. But Philippines at night, you'll see a whole different scenario at night here. I mean, so many more people out at night.
They stay in during
the day, yeah. But I'm not talking about 11 o'clock, 12 midnight night. I'm talking about 7, 8, 9 o'clock.
He's right.
It's a whole different scene out there. Mr. K said I would be talking African
really?
Aladdin type pants. Yeah. they wear a lot of that type of pants over here now. The sort of like, they're not really pajamas, but it's that pajama material.
Pajamas are very popular here. I asked my wife, why are they so popular? She says, because you can buy them on credit, is what she told me. But a lot of pajamas here.
Yeah, it is. It is. He's got a point here. And you would think it would be cheaper over here because we're so close to China,
It's not.
Japan,
It's more.
Korea,
It's more.
and all that. It's more. And I think because of the volume that we're dealing with over here versus America.
I'm thinking also they may have import taxes. That's what I think.
It's very expensive. You know, and the quality, see, you know,
We get low quality stuff here. We do.
I went to buy, looking for a thumb drive yesterday. I'm in the phone store. And don't you know they still want, for iPhone 6 here, brand new, they still want, I guess it's new, they still want 41,000 pesos, $800.
41,000?
Yeah, 800 pesos for
you can buy
6S.
You can buy half the town here for that.
I'm just saying, you know, he's right about the electronic stuff.
I agree.
But I've got that 300 rule, guys, and look at my TV. A TV.
Looks good to me.
The only thing that costs over 300 now in my house
is the aircon.
Is my aircon. And I didn't have no choice. It was 400. But everything else, the new living room suit that I got, we're sitting on right now,
nice.
13,000 pesos, guys. I had to get a bigger furniture than what I had. It was for midgets, John.
I saw it.
Tiny people. I heard about this the other day, but I don't know if it's available here yet. Isn't that the Elon Musk? I was talking to my American friend. He was thinking about getting it once it's available with the satellites and stuff. He said, but it's expensive. But he said the internet speed.
If it's good, you know.
But yeah, he's talking about $99 a month.
$100 a month? Hell, we can buy, once again, half the town here for that.
Yeah, let's see. Belize in Edwin. What's going on, brother? He says, hey, Calvin, just jumped off that damn hamster wheel, was on the AT&T tower. Wow, 400 feet in the air and windy. No joke, my brother. Now, you in Chicago? Is that where you are? Sounds like a good business idea, offering ambulance with medical supplies.
It won't work here. Don't do it.
No, it ain't gonna work.
No business here.
Yeah. I'm not. I just wouldn't. I don't know.
Come here.
You have to be a Filipino and understand this economy frontwards and backwards to start any kind of business. I would think.
I agree.
I don't think we have enough knowledge.
I wouldn't do it.
I mean, and how that peso works and the profit margins and all of that, man. I mean, it would drive you crazy trying to figure out how much something would cost.
Well, when he says profit margins are like this, somebody asked, Tango I with 12 pesos when I left, how much now? A fifth costs you 120 pesos now.
Yeah, 10 times.
Yeah, but it's went up a lot since I've been here.
Okay, here's Iskandari television. Somebody's asking about boxing and everything. He said, good morning, guys. Going to Conviti to another birthday party. So many nieces and nephews. Check on the house while I'm there. Yeah, he bought a house, a nice house. He sent me a picture of it in Conviti. But he's the guy, whoever T was asking about, can you reach boxing over here? He's got an app that you can. You can watch live TV. Hey, Rudy, he's in the Hall of Fame. He said, I had to go home and cook lunch for me and my son. Did I miss anything? Mm-hmm. No, because Guam is 4 hours ahead of us, John.
If you wouldn't have sent her to the Marines, you'd be okay.
So it's almost 4 o'clock there now. We've got about 11 minutes left, guys, because I got to eat me something.
Don't let him kid you. He's already missed number 1. It's time for 2 and 3.
Edward Bland, he says, have you ever thought about pricing what it would cost for a generator? Well, me and my girlfriend was talking about that today, but right now it's all about priorities, Edward. That's why we went ahead and got the aircon unit first.
That'd be my priority.
And then now they're out front right now digging holes. They're building my wall. Then then we're going to get another bed. That generator's on down the list, but we're going to get one. But see, that's what I'm trying to teach my girlfriend about priorities, because they don't know much about priorities over here. He said, Daniel Milton said, I spent 2 years in Hong Kong. It's the humidity.
I don't know what it's like there.
Just tell me that there's not a lot of mosquitoes. Not where I am, but whenever you go by any body of water, you're going to get mosquitoes. So if you go by the beaches, I guess where else would it mosquitoes be?
Let me tell you.
In the mountains?
I'm in Calvin's old place, no problem. The apartment I had before that, I get a bite once in a while. I get down to my wife's village, I get ate up. So it depends.
But you're by the water.
Yeah, and they have a river there. So it depends.
So you're by the water.
North Central Ohio, the mosquitoes were a lot worse on me there than what they had been here.
Yeah, but see, T-Man, here's the problem here. He said, Calvin, you got a house built with lumber instead of...
It'll get ate up.
But they're going to eat it up. The what's your name is bad here.
Termites.
The termites are bad here, man. And the
Use
lumber is super expensive here. The cocoa lumber is very expensive here. Mahogany.
Use hollow blocks. That's the reason they use them here.
Yeah, but yeah, you can
do whatever you want.
Do it whatever you want.
But don't complain when 5 years from now it's falling down.
Hey, Danny again said, what's up, guys? It's been a minute since I caught your live stream. Been running full steam on the hamster wheel. Also started investing in cryptocurrency. Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, remember, you got to be in it for the long run, Danny. But you'll never get that 4,000.
It's gone. You'll never get it back.
Yeah, your pot may get back up to 4,000, but you'll never get that 4,000 back. And that's what people don't understand about investing. Yeah, that's gone. It'll be a new 4,000, right, John?
Yes. And that would have been double if you never lost the first. Yes.
Yeah, he said, sorry to hear that. We have to take the long-term view. Yeah, you got to take the long-term view. And people are getting in this cryptocurrency, I think, for the wrong reasons. Well, they're not doing any research. They're doing it like everybody in America has a janitorial service or a lawn care service. Because they see you doing it, they think, oh, I can do that.
That looks easy.
Yeah, it looks easy till you have to go out and get customers. And and it's the same thing with the Bitcoin, man. I think, that'd be like somebody trying to just all of a sudden start investing in the stock market. Why all of a sudden do you people think that y'all know what this Bitcoin is about? It's more volatile than the stock market.
I have invested in the stock market and done very well. I would not get into it today. Yeah,
but you didn't. The people.
I'm saying now.
I'm talking about, but the people
I would not get into
working
it now.
for you did it. You don't pick them stocks.
I agree. Yes.
See what I'm saying?
But as a private investor, I would not get into it today. I think it's overpriced.
But I mean, you don't know any more about stocks now than you did then.
Absolutely, you're right.
It's the people that were working for you. They're the experts. Now, if I'm gonna deal with Bitcoin, yeah, I'd have to,
because they'll tell you how rosy it is. They do,
of course, because they get a commission.
That's right.
Hey,
salesman.
Walt Mosher, thanks for the super chat. Say, Calvin,
thank you, buddy.
I'm joining in late here, but wanted to give you a big
thank you, buddy.
Shout out, big as fuck shout out for having the balls to talk about expats having dick game, right? If they want the Filipino hotties, that's right.
Be careful
what you ask for, because you're gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great subject that people don't want to talk about. See, it's a lot of responsibility that comes with dating these young, beautiful women over here.
I agree.
They're not from outer space, guys. If you can't, satisfy them, man, the girl, Esmeralda, said something so profound, guys. When I asked her, I said, isn't it true that most Filipinos don't want to date foreigners? She said, yeah, because we don't want to be caretakers. See, they think, when you see these young women with these older men that they don't want to be changing diapers and giving baths all day. So if you can date one of these young women and show her that, hey, you're not missing out on anything by dating me than you would be if you date a younger man, you're going to be okay. But if you come over here, man, and, it's like, oh, I'm babysitting my grandfather every damn day.
But I'll tell you what, though, I would still rather have the care here than sit in a nursing home.
Yeah, but I'm talking about from the woman's point of view, John, not our point of view.
I'll say mine.
Obviously, we do like that. The caretaker.
Yeah, better than sitting over there.
They don't like it,
though.
They're trying to get rid of. They're trying to get rid of that caretaking reputation. Okay, just as quick as they're trying to get rid of that gold digging reputation. Believe it, man.
But as long as
you want to wipe somebody's ass?
No, but as long as the pension check's coming in, they will.
But some of them will.
Right.
But a lot of them won't. Because remember, you can't miss what you never had.
I agree.
And a lot of this.
I'm 72.
He said, I'm 72 and my girlfriend's 43. We're in a long distance conversation. Thank you, Dana. See, now that's another Calvinism. They called it a long distance relationship. I said, no, is it a long distance conversation?
Oh, yeah, that's
sprinkle cayenne pepper over your trash and you'll never have to worry about the puppies again. Thank you, brother. That's what I need right there. Instead of bleach, cayenne pepper.
Right now on our island, we cannot get cayenne pepper. You have to get it off Lazada if you want it. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've been looking for it.
To do. But maybe we'll get some of those peppers and grind them up because you can get them.
Yeah, the Cindy gang.
But I'm glad that you're being honest. You said we're in a long distance conversation. And see, that's something I came up with when the guy says, hey, I'm in a long distance relationship. I said, have you met her yet before? Or are you really just in a long distance conversation? Come on, guys, let's be honest.
But she's 43. If she's single, her odds are 0. So you're doing okay.
I'd say that's a good, I'm 72 and she's 43. Yeah.
I agree.
That's a good age,
Nobody else wants her here, be honest. Unless she's rich.
I love the John said we were sitting in traffic in Manila and watched pedestrians walking past us. They were walking faster than the car we were in because it's hot. Now, one thing I always talk about is giving back. Now, I'm not talking about going around handing out money, but you know as well as I know, John, there's a lot of micro and macro businesses here. Mm-hmm. If you can buy something you're looking for from one of these mom and pop businesses instead of going to the mall.
I agree.
I would do that. That's a way of giving back because that's really what keeps this place going.
And you're probably going to get a better price there.
You dirty puppy says, yeah, Sunshine shows you can fly into McCollar for $100 US round trip.
But dirty puppy, they will charge you for your bags, like $50 a bag. I checked into that once.
Yeah, that'd be a great place for a first timer. Anywhere around Expat Alley, and I put McCollar City in my Expat Alley, along with Ilo, General Santos, and of course the Manila, Angeles City, and like that.
But if I was in Cebu, I'd go and take the bus and ferry and travel that way. A lot cheaper.
Hey, Joe B.
Joe B's here. Good to see you.
Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience. Booty.
Don't say booty.
He says, Cebu has fantastic roads to travel, especially by motorbike. Cebu City traffic will really test your patience, though. It's gotten bad, but it's not Manila.
Pumpkin Joe, be careful on that motorcycle.
And what I like about Cebu is just so many places you can go on Cebu Island. If you fly to Cebu, you don't even have to leave anywhere else. You can go south, you can go north. Islands that are just as nice as anywhere in the Philippines.
I believe that.
Malapascua, Bantayan Island, Camotes Island. These are beautiful, beautiful places, guys. This isn't just something I'm telling you about. Go on YouTube and check it out. But what you're really gonna like about it is when you get there, no one's gonna be there. I went to Bantayan Island before Hurricane Yolanda, and I promise you, we were the only ones there for the first couple of days. Then a Philippine American family from Los Angeles flew in and stayed in they had like an Airbnb right next door to us. For the whole week we were there. We were the only people there, man. But yeah, guys, we got we have a minute left.
One minute,
I'm going to tell you guys, thank you so much for your super stickers,
thank you, everybody.
super chats. Thank y'all for being patient with us. We're going to get the internet back to where it was.
Yes.
Okay. I promise you.
But it might take a month. We don't know.
Yeah, but we thank y'all for hanging with us. And, you know, the thing about it is, we're trying, man. We're still going to give you the information. And thank y'all for all your support of Sunshine Shoulders. Who knows? Maybe Moonshine Shoulders, maybe I can get him to start a channel.
That ain't going to happen. I'm too busy now. And I tell you, I love coming over on yours. We have fun.
There's Moochie T. I wanted to get you in here, Moochie, since I saw you.
Just relax.
He said, yeah, just
That's
relax.
the best advice.
Yeah.
Like I said before.
It's for the long run, guys.
Calvin always told me, we're retired. We have nothing else to do. I tell myself that every day.
Yeah. Hey, it says, Jeff Dingman said, hey, Calvin,
good.
John, the sound and picture's clear only when you move the screen.
Pixel.
Yeah, enjoying you guys. Hey, Calvin, how much does a generator cost out there? And do you think it's safe from thieves? And that's what I was wondering about my aircon. But once we build the wall, of course, it's going to be safe from thieves.
I think it's safe now.
Yeah. But I don't know. And they were telling me, be careful till you get that wall built. It's the people. But like I said on my video the other day, the police would know who's doing that.
And the neighbor probably would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They pointed them out, say, watch him, and them. But yeah, I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to have some bars put around my unit out here.
I would.
And when I get my generator, I'm going to do that. But a generator, I don't know. How much does it cost, John?
I don't know, but let me tell you, gas is like $5.50 a gallon here. So you have to think about the cost of running it. They're so damn noisy. I don't want one. I'll be honest, I don't want one.
They are noisy, and you got to be careful. You don't want them to run out. What is working for an embassy like? I wouldn't know.
I don't know. Probably
but yeah,
good.
guys, I really, really appreciate it. Oh, okay, Louisville Cardinals football team beating Duke. Yeah, Duke's got a terrible football team. The basketball team really went down. Well, I don't even follow Louisville anymore since I moved over here. I don't follow really any sports. Now, I do look at the NFL, the highlights, but I don't watch a whole lot anymore. I'm not interested in sport. It left me and hers in there tumbling. I like tumbling.
I mean, tumbling. What about curling? You like that too? It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. John said, John, you're packing ladyboys like that. No, we're just saying Sammy needs our respect, guys.
Oh, I agree with that. I've met
because, like I say, he's a good source of information.
I've met many ladyboys here. They treat me good. No problem.
Well, see, the one thing that you're going to notice about the Philippines is different from everywhere else. It's how welcome you are. I keep saying that, but you're not gonna know until you get here. Man, you're welcome here. That's why the hell with infrastructure. Who wants to go to a nice place but they don't want your ass there?
I agree. No,
the hell with that. I want to go somewhere where I'm welcome. And here you're welcome, and it's a genuine welcome. It's genuine hospitality, man. I'm telling you guys. Hey, John Gomez, thanks for the super chat. Said my maintenance light just came on. I need a tune-up. Desperately.
Well, let me tell you. I don't know what the deal is. I moved into Calvin's old house, and I think there's some healing powers there because things are different now.
Yeah.
The problem I had was all these people are like making pilgrimages to the house saying, Sir Calvin, in wheelchairs and dark glasses and canes. I don't know what they want.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot, but they think that I'm still living there.
I think they think they're going to get rid of their dark glasses, get rid of their wheelchairs and crutches. I don't know.
No, they come over there because they know I'm good to them, but that's why they come over there.
I know.
But, yeah, guys, you're welcome in the Philippines, and that's one thing that puts the Philippines on top of everything else. Don't wait, bother. Have you had any problems here, John?
No.
Anything near a problem?
No.
Honestly?
No.
Nobody try to take your wallet.
No.
Nobody try to rob you.
No.
Start a fight. Go back home. I mean, really say it. Go back home. Not playing.
The only problems I've had is people always offer me shots of Tango Eye.
Yeah.
What a
like
problem.
That. Yeah. Oh, okay. He says, my girlfriend's friend just got married online. Expat was from California. She's from Zamboanga. I don't think they recognize it, guys. I wouldn't do it.
That's me.
Just to get in here. Come on. The Philippines get ready to open, guys. Don't do nothing stupid like that.
I wouldn't do it, but that's me.
How, is it valid, though?
Well, right now in the Philippines, if you get married, you have to sign waivers saying you don't get to send them or your, what's the embassy pay?
Come in on land.
Well, no, but even this, I'm not sure if it's illegal. So why would I do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. He said, I saw an Australian guy in Colombo holding a sign needing food. Hopefully I see him today to give him some money. Yeah, really broke my heart to see that. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. And thank you, Iskandar.
So is he in Colombia then?
No, Colombo.
Oh,
that's
Colombo, Philippines. Okay.
That's up in Cavite. The only time you're going to see an expat on my channel like that is we're helping him. We're not going to put him on YouTube trying to get views and stuff like that, like people do it. We don't need to do that, guys. I mean, that's too shallow. It's too low down. Put yourself in their shoes. We don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's got mental problems. We don't know.
We only got one here in San Carlos, and I have not seen him for a long time. He may be gone.
What, was Begging?
Yeah, the guy with long white hair. I haven't seen him for a long time.
But he doesn't have a sign or anything.
No. But he's begging.
When you told me, I was shocked.
He's came to me a couple
But he don't look like he's in his right man to me, John.
And you may be right.
Because he's so unkempt looking.
I know, but I haven't seen him for a long time.
But you said he talked like he was.
He talked fine. No, he talked fine to me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't do that, man. And Iskandar, I'm gonna tell you, man, I tip my hat to you for that sort of thing. Because if anybody doesn't know, I've got an expat hotline. For anybody, if you over here in the Philippines, you ever run into any kind of trouble, you need something to eat, you need somewhere to stay, you need help getting back home, you call my expat hotline, man. And I'm gonna rally the troops. We're gonna help you, but we don't welcome any scammers. We
help you to get back on your feet.
I'll help you get back home. Something to eat. Take a bath. And that number is. I'm gonna put it in here now. This is my new number because my iPhone really don't work.
It's already on the bathroom wall down at Mr. C's.
Yes, and this is for anybody, man. I've had this for a while. I've got a video that talks about this expat hotline. It's an older one. I'm going to do it again because we need each other, guys. We're 10,000, 8,000 miles from home. We don't need that. I don't give a damn why you ended up broke. If you was a 2-week millionaire, whatever it was, I ain't gonna see you struggling over here.
I know you would.
I'll help you get back home. That's the least I can do. Give you a meal, put you up in 1 or 2 days in Manila waiting on your flight to go back home. Whatever it is, we'll rally the troops, guys. But we need each other. We don't need that kind of stuff over here. That's the kind of shit they do down in Dumaguete. I'm just gonna put it out there. We don't do that here in San Carlos, man. I would never do that, and I don't give a damn. Whatever it is. See, here's the biggest lie that's ever been told is when you help people, you make them lazy. That's a damn lie. Some people need help just to push them to get over that hump.
Well, get over the hump, fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no problem.
We're not talking about
forever
taking it back. But some people right now who are worthy of help, they can't get it because these rich people think, well, I ain't gonna help him because they ain't gonna do it, make him lazy. That's maybe all he needs is just that little push. And that's what we are on Sunshine Show. But thank y'all so much, man. I'm not preaching, but there's that number to the hotline. If you ever over here and you run into some problem, because you go to U.S. Embassy, it's going to take them a while.
Or if they even help you. I was told I was on my own. That's what I was told by the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah, they have something called a repatriation loan, but it takes a while. Hey, booby. She's waving
Oh,
at
look
John.
at her.
And you have to meet certain criteria, but we've already helped a couple of people. You know, I won't say no names, you know. But we're not going to be used, guys. Don't come here with the scam stuff.
That's right.
Okay, we'll help you. So thank y'all, man. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.
Thank everybody. Yep, Booby learned how to